Good afternoon, folks. Well, I've been talking for about 2 minutes now, and Chris didn't unmute me. As Matt Kemp going to set 18.649 as we are here tonight for the LNS Customs 250 here at North Wilkesboro. We're going to see Brad Neer taken to the track as that 76 machine here setting his first lap 19.230. We'll see if he's able to better himself on the second lap, but we're going to see excellent racing here tonight in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. The beautiful racetrack out here. So glad that the North Carolina government helping renovate this place. Hopefully, we can get this place back to some grade one to racing in the real life. I'd love to see the Cup cars race around here. But back to what is going on here tonight at North Wilkesboro. We are going to have the Bluegrass Cup cars conclude our week here. We saw the Truck Series race. We saw the Xfinity last night, which was a slobber knocker. And I'm expecting to see a barn burner of a race here tonight. And this is going to be the boys getting out there, cranking it left for 250 laps in North Wilkesboro. It's going to make you kind of seasick in a sense. Or seasick, I don't know why I said that. Motion sick, as you're going to be going circles and circles and circles constantly, man. It almost make you dizzy. I heard some drivers talking last night saying, man, for a moment there, I think it was Jeremiah Hobbs saying that he was getting delusional, man, starting to see things out there. It was getting just so crazy in that car. It looks like Brad Neer said at 19.07 that last time. He's currently got himself in 6th, but Chris is going to go ahead and get those points up on screen. Man, we're looking to have a great race here tonight at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, going to go ahead and get those pulled up here on the screen real quick. You're going to see Matthew Lee. He jumped Zack Nichols for that points lead. Zack Nichols got 5 wins on the season, though, so Zack Nichols going to have to do a little bit of defense here to get that points lead back. Matt Kemp going to be in that 3rd place. Gabriel Ellison 4th. Mikey Neal 5th. Frankie Barroso in 6th. Wyatt Brackett 7th. Brandon Holder in 8th. Edward Shear going to be in 9th. Ryan Campbell and Aaron Smith going to be tied for that 10th position. Adam Lancaster 12th. Matt Grenier 13th. Doug Newbigging 14th. Mo Abbott 15th. Alex Huffman is going to be in that 16th position. Justin Winters in 17th, Scott Fritz in 18th, David Farmer 19th, and David Sheets going to round out your top 20 as I see a couple more drivers getting out on the track. We're going to go ahead and jump back down here, see what's going on with them.
The always slick-looking number 1 is Scott Fritz, taking to his 2nd lap, 19.306. That's going to currently put him P7. But we are still seeing drivers qualifying here, getting their time set. We have about 3 minutes 30 seconds before qualifying is over, as you see that 70 of Jeremy Little, as he is going to take to lap 1 here and start his hot laps. We'll see that 70, see if he's got anything to prove for these boys here tonight at North Wilkesboro. We know a lot of these guys here want to win at a track like North Wilkesboro. This is a track you come into, you know it's going to be tough, you know it's going to be hard, you know it's going to be just a all-around difficult and just stressful night. These boys are going to get it done here. It's going to be fun, and at the end of it, if you win this race and come away with the race victory, you're going to be very proud of yourself, and it's going to be one of those things that you don't stop thinking about for a while winning North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, as you notice from this camera view, you see that elevation change going up the backstretch. Backstretch is uphill, downhill is the front stretch. So something to pay attention to whenever you're seeing it from this camera. The banking is very, very crazy. When you're going up that hill, it does flatten off a lot. I see Sarah Mays over in the YouTube chat saying, hey guys, hello Sarah. Good to have you over there in the YouTube chat. Got Mo Abbott out here on the track right now, though. Set himself up in that 8th place. Looks like Gabriel Ellison in that 77 going to set himself up into that 2nd place, though. Doug Newbigging is currently sitting in that 4th position.
Yeah, very excited to see what the likes of, Zack Nichols, Matt Kemp, our Mikey Neal Juniors, those drivers that seem to, Gabriel Ellison as well, one of those drivers that always seems to make their way just towards the front. Brandon Holder, another one of those drivers that's very talented at just making his way through the field. It's going to be fun, man. Alex Huffman, we saw how talented he was last year at the fairgrounds. We know he was so good up until the end of that race. This is kind of a similar setup, a lot less banking, but we could see Alex Huffman come away with one of those surprise wins tonight. I mean, this is one of those tracks, man. You're not really sure who's gonna, who's gonna do well and who's not. Doug Newbigging, 18.83. That's gonna set him in 4th. It looks like Justin Winters is out on the track as well. as you're going to see him rolling it into turn number 1 and 2 for his first time tonight.
Now we'll see if Justin Winters can set a good lap here. They go by pretty quick. Set himself up into that 14th position right now. We'll see if he can make something happen here on that second lap. See him going up that back straightaway, coming into turn 3, diving it down, trying to get as close to that grass as you can. You want to watch out. Can get loose coming out of that corner. Justin Winters will come around for that second lap. Going to move himself up 1 position, so up into that 13th position. So Justin Winters bettering himself off of 1 position. I see a couple of drivers still out on the track, just probably trying to get a little bit of track feeling, you know. Got a lot of drivers that are probably not comfortable with these short tracks. Jason Collins still in the driver meeting like he was last night and the night before, saying, hey guys, we just got to just take it easy, respect those braking zones, and you know, we'll get through this race. So, you know, hopefully, you know, he was also hoping for not a lot of cautions. So if we can have not a lot of cautions and run a clean race, we could get by in this race really quick.
Not a lot of cautions in North Wilkesboro. 2 things that do not go together. That's like saying that you don't put sugar in Kool-Aid. That's just wrong, man. I mean, we're going to see cautions here at North Wilkesboro. It's bound to happen. And what else is bound to happen? These boys are going green here in just a moment. We're going to see your Bluegrass Cup Series drivers take to the grid here tonight at the beautiful North Wilkesboro Speedway. Beers are being shotgunned in that crowd right now. Shirts are being taken off. Hats are being waved. They're pointing at their favorite drivers right now. You know, everybody's freaking out over that number 3 machine. We've heard that guy likes to move people around. So it's going to be a fun night, man. We're going to see some beating. We're going to see some banging, some leaning. And we'll see if that high lane comes into fruition like it has here in the truck race, in the Xfinity race. And if these Cup Series boys are going to follow that same MO and hang out there on that high line. But we're going to go ahead and get to your qualifying grid here in just 1 moment. It looks like we do have still a decent amount of drivers not gridded up. And you're still seeing all those beautiful Bluegrass Cup Series cars pop out onto the track, but it looks like we are getting our first few drivers up here in the front gridded in. As you'll see that 54 of Matt Kemp, he is going to line himself up on the pole. One of the only drivers we're left waiting for, Gabriel Ellison, he is going to set himself in second place. We'll hop back on with that 77 once he grids back up. Oh, and as I say that, there he is. Beautiful paint scheme on that 77 here tonight. As you'll see, the 06 of David Sheets picking up that 3rd place position in that 06 machine. 4th is going to go to Doug Newbigging. 5th going to go to Matt Grenier with 6, going to Nicholas Noggle. Wyatt Brackett going to start 7th here tonight with Mo Abbott 8th. Morgan Bard in that 9th position with that Mikey Nill Jr. machine starting in 10th. Good to see that Mo Abbott number 3 machine in that Goodyear Wrangler scheme. 11th going to go to Jeremy Little with Scott Fritz starting 12th. Justin Winters going to be starting 13th here tonight with Brad Neer starting 14th. Brian Terry 15th with Brandon Holder 16th. 17th going to go to Zack Nichols. 18th going to go to Ryan Campbell. Alex Huffman going to start in, David Farmer going to start in 19th with Alex Huffman starting 20th. And Adam Lancaster going to round out your field in that 21st position, as you're going to see your field roll through turn number 1 and 2 here tonight. As you got the RB set up, the backstretch fans getting ready to go here. Race control reminding them here right before we go green. 250 laps. It's going to be a long night, boys. Just remember that. As we're going to roll them out of turn 4 here, that iRacing pace car going to turn left, and we are going to go racing. Green flag is out at North Wilkesboro. Matt Kemp, Gabriel Ellison, going to bring the field to green flag conditions and roll it off into turn 1 and 2. The 77 already going to dive to the inside lane. 06 of David Sheets going to get backed off here. The 7 of Gabriel Ellison, Doug Newbigging. and that 08 of Nicholas Noggle going to drive it around that 06. And here already looking like Dale Earnhardt comes that 3 Wrangler regime of Mo Abbott on the outside lane here at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, Mo Abbott really looking like he's going to try to get through the field here in that 3 Wrangler, looking really solid out there right now. Matt Gringer on that inside, though. Not going to let him get by so easy. You see Matt Kemp doing a good job getting out to a lead there, though. But right now, everybody's just kind of single file. Right now, as you see Mikey Nill getting
Oh, Mikey Nill around. This is going to be a big one.
Whoa, is it going to be? Is everybody going to get by? Yeah, everybody's going to get by. It looks like just that inside pocket, you know, coming out of turn 4, doing what it normally does. It is already starting to take some people there.
Yeah, Mikey Nill Jr. I said this was going to be a big one. I think everybody might have gotten around, Chris, as you're going to see him drive it in behind Matt Gringer right here, coming out of corner number 4. Like you said, that pocket. There's a little bit of a scoop in the track. Whoa, everybody got by, actually. Almost collected that 13 of Brian Terry there towards the end of it, but we're going to keep it rolling here. Mikey Nill Jr.
Yeah, like I was saying right there, coming out of the turn, that's where he gets everybody. We've seen it all week. It's pretty much where he's catching everybody.
And that might be the cleanest start we've had all week, Chris.
Yeah, you are correct.
Even with the self-spin, Mikey Nill Jr. locking it down, no damage, nobody else no damage. He's just going to get a warning, no EOL, since it was just a self-spin under the 10-lap period. So you won't have to worry about probation or anything. So if you're one of those fans thinking about that, there you go. Mikey Nill Jr. just will get the warning for it. If it happens again, then he'll get an EOL. I'm sure if it happens again, then they'll just, you know, take him out back and hit him with a baseball bat over the head or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because right now, the only people on probation in the Cup Series is that 21 of Morgan Bard, and I want to say it was the 80 that I remember, the 80 of Ryan Campbell, who I want to say got a radio warning.
Oh, yeah, I remember some radio warnings came out last week for sure. Mikey Nill, type it in driver chat, my be-all.
Yeah, just see the Facebook chat saying not taking it easy. Let's see some 3-wide racing. Oh, no, taking it easy. Let's see some 3-wide racing. Yeah, that's what we're actually looking forward to here tonight. Is that 3-wide racing? We have seen a lot of it these last couple of nights. A lot of drivers trying to get really antsy.
Usually don't work too well, but we'll see that iRacing pace car come left. Matt Kemp going to take the field under his discretion. Green flag shown to him. They're racing again.
Yeah, Matt Kemp getting off to a good jump. Nicholas Noggle, our Canadian friend, is currently sitting in that second position. He is a short track man.
Yeah, I was going to say the late model driver in real life that can tear you up, buddy. That 08 is wicked fast in the sim, wicked fast in real life. And Chris, I know where you're going at, showing that real life short track prowess right here tonight.
Yeah, he's probably, if he's watching the stream right now, he's rolling his eyes at us. But, you know, hey, it's just one of those things that he's got the real life prowess in the you know, behind the wheel, so that will come out and show its head. So he is doing good. Currently sitting in that second position. He's really pulling the strings for the syndicate right now.
Yeah, you see the 77 of Gabriel Ellison trying to pull his strings and say, hey, buddy, I'm here. Let me get on past you. But that 08 to Nicholas Noggle, going to drive it off into the corner. But that 54 Matt Kemp looking good. But look at that, Chris. 8th place, 44, already on a big move. It's Zack Nichols. Do I even got to say it?
Yeah, Zack Nichols showing some really dominant speed here. He's one of those drivers that we always say, watch out for. And as we start talking about him, you see him getting loose coming out of turn 2. So it's one of those things you're going to have to watch out for. A lot of these drivers getting loose. The 77 of Gabriel Ellison almost getting around there. Ooh, everybody's getting wishy-washy.
Oh, yeah, you're going to see that all night, man. These guys are going to be getting all sorts of out of whack. I mean, you see Morgan rolling his way up into 6th right now. He's under pressure from Jeremy Little. Whoa, and I say that, he's going to get a little bit of contact from Jeremy Little. That was some leaning right there as they're going to wheel it off. Just typical North Wilkesboro, though. No harm, no foul. Just keep it rolling. Mikey Neal Jr. trying to recover after shooting himself in the foot earlier with the self-spin off of turn 4 on the opening lap of the race. But he's doing a good job. Wheeled his way back up to 11th. I want to say he restarted, what, like 17th, 16th? He's got his way back up into 11th. So good job, Mikey. He's rolling his way back through the field and just showing that he's got the speed here tonight to possibly get it done. And, you know, I was saying early in the race, Chris, you know, in the stream, that Mikey Neal Jr., one of those guys that you got to look forward to every week. He just starts to poke his head up more and more each week. And right now, he's showing speed. If he can just keep the car under him, I think Mikey Neal Jr. might have a good finish here tonight.
Yeah, Mikey Neal Jr. showing some really good prowess out here on these short tracks. Go back up here on the front, though. But like you were saying, Mikey Neal having a really good play out here tonight. He did spin, moved his way back up into that 11th position. So, hey, it's one of those things when you spin and you can make up position. That is very positive. You know, that will go good in his camp. But right now, whoa, you see the 7 having to get checked up. Doug Newbigging almost getting into the back bumper of his teammate there. That Lucky Duck Motorsports 7 getting it slowed up. You see that big drive in, though, from the 7 there of Doug Newbigging. I actually got to watch him in a race, I want to say Tuesday or Wednesday night. Actually, I take it back. It was Thursday or Friday of last week. I got to watch Doug race at a Daytona race. So that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, it's actually, I get to watch somebody else talk about him. So Doug Newbigging, one of those drivers that we're always looking forward to out here on the track. Really solid behind the wheel.
Yeah, a lot of drivers out here, man, super solid. You know, that 77, the 7, you got the 44 moving his way up into 7th. I mean, Zack Nichols is just on a tear, man. There's nothing this guy can't do. We could put him on a rally course track and put him in a freaking Volkswagen Beetle. I'm sure the guy would still run out there and run everybody over. But the 44, man, he's just a good driver. He's got the natural, you know, the natural feel for the race car. I mean, we say it week in and week out. The guy does not hold a pro license for a reason. He is wicked fast. He's on Williams Esport, or I'm not sure if he's 100% still there. Could be, you know, I know the season changes. Not going to be the one that says he is or isn't. So we know that 44, though. He's been there. He's done that. You don't want to mess with this guy.
Yeah, 5 wins on the season. That does not go and say, hey, you know, doesn't. All right. Oh, I got all tongue twisted there. 5 wins on the season does not mean that he doesn't know how to drive. He definitely knows what he's doing behind that wheel. Zack Nichols is one hell of a driver. He is moving his way up through the field right now, up 10 positions from his current spot. But we're going to ride on board here with Nicholas Noggle as he's under attack by that 77 of Gabriel Ellison. Still got those 2 teammates behind him, Gabriel Ellison, Doug Newbigging, and those Lucky Duck Motorsports 77 and 7. Good looking paint schemes. I love that that old Jeff Bodine look for that 77.
Oh, yeah.
And that old Alan Kowicki, Doug Newbigging.
Oh, yes, sir. I was about to say, I actually have that exact die-cast of the car he's trying to replicate in my computer case. I have the 7 Exod Ford Thunderbird sitting under my graphics card in the case. So, heck yeah. I'm looking for Gabriel Ellison to pick up the win now, baby, now that you pointed that out. I didn't even notice it, Chris, until you just said it, and I was like, holy crap, he's 100% right.
Right now, it looks like we got 15 of Matt Grenier. It looks like he washed up just a little bit. Maybe try to take that top lane. Looks like the 44, Zack Nichols, might be taking that inside lane on him. I see Stephen Nichols over in the YouTube chat saying, let's go No Chance Motorsports. Well, man, Zack Nichols doing a hell of a job right now, moving his way up into that 5th position. Man, blinking, he's already up here in the top 5.
I know, right? Dude, I'm just sitting there imagining those fans. You know, you always see them in the videos. You know, if you've been to short tracks or any type of race, you know, there's always those guys, the group of dudes, mullets, got the mustaches, the beards, wearing the Davy Dukes, possibly the cowboy boots with the shorts, hanging over the rail of the front steps, just pointing at their driver every time he goes by. I mean, just absolutely screaming. I feel like every time Matt Kemp or that Zack Nichols machine pulls by, they've got a group of fans on the front stretch points at him like that. These guys are really liked around the Bluegrass, man. Excellent drivers. I mean, everybody can really learn from that 44 and that 54, man, because it seems like they're 2 peas in a pod, man. If it's not the 44 leading, by golly, it's the 54. I mean, these boys move the mill. It's crazy. I mean, these boys are awesome. You see that 8? Look at that 8, that little throwback livery on the Alex Huffman machine.
Ryan Terry up on the top lane, going to go a lap down. He's going to be right up in between that 77 and the 7, but he's going to go ahead and get around Zack Nichols now. That slowed him up just a little bit.
Oh,
Now
yes,
Zack Nichols
he's coming, baby.
Zack Nichols starting to pull back up to that back bumper.
He wants win number 6 here at North Wilkesboro, man. He wants this win.
Yeah,
You
win
can tell
here.
just by that drive. 29 laps into this race, man. You can already tell this guy is digging. He wants to get up here and lead this race already.
Yeah, stage break won't be till lap 60, so we've got a little bit to go before we get to that stage break, and they have a chance to, really calm down and, have a chance to breathe. Cautions do give you a little bit of a chance to breathe, but not as much of a chance as you think. You still got to maintain pace speed, maintain everything, but you get to that stage break, you kind of just, whoa, big drive in there from the 7 to Doug Newbigging. Looks like he had to get all over the back bumper there of that 77.
And Nichols was loose coming out of turn 4, man. That 44 machine was willing her.
Yeah, as I want to say, like every night that we've called this race, you got to watch out for that jut and that back straight wall. I did see a couple of drivers get into it. Not going to call them out, but, did see a couple of drivers get into that little jut, just,
Yep.
hitting it. So you got to watch out for it. That little thing will just snap you real quick.
I watched a guy in a modified race one time. I was racing modifieds here, and maybe it was practice, I'm not sure. Either way, was driving modifieds here. We came off turn 2. Me and him were digging down the back straightaway, and I saw him get a little loose, and I didn't think anything of it. Next thing I know, homeboy just disappeared. He went into that little hole right there in the wall, and I look in my mirror, he's flying in the air, and he just disappeared, went back to pits. Kind of like what Michael Robinson did here last night in the Xfinity race.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, he took off, took flight. NASA gave him a job. He definitely took off, man. That was a crazy flight.
We literally had to call the Air National Guard. We had to tell them that there was an unidentified flying object in the air. We literally had flight here at North Wilkesboro yesterday. It was fun. It's a fun race, man. Zack Nichols moving his way through the field right now. That 44 machine all over that Alan Kwiecki-inspired back bumper. That Lucky Duck Motorsport, you see it staring him down right now, telling him, you don't pass me, buddy. But Zack Nichols, he's going to try to get up there. He's going to try to get past this 7 right here. He's got 2 guys to work on.
Yeah,
3 guys, excuse me. I forgot Nicholas Noggle was up there leading those boys, but Matt Kemp, he's doing a good job, though.
Yeah, Matt Kemp doing a good job. Just kind of got a little bit of separation between him and Nicholas Noggle. Nicholas Noggle might be falling off just a little bit, but that doesn't mean that he's out of it. Might just be going on a little bit of conserve line here. That 8 of Nicholas Noggle is always really, one of those drivers that we say gets caught up in the mess. And if you don't understand what I mean by caught up in the mess, it's just one of those things where, you're driving and all of a sudden a car comes from the grass up in front of you, like what happened with Bryce Hunter last night in the Xfinity race. Look at this in 77 to Nicholas Noggle, though, getting worked on the inside by the 77 to Gabriel Ellison. Not going to have the pass, but still going to have that inside lane going into turn 1.
Yeah, the 08's going to fight it back in that mid lane here as he's going to get the drive off to the corner. I almost watched the 44 just pancake his right side. He gathered it back up, though. As now they're really starting to race her for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position, and it looks like Grenier is going to be able to pull up here with the 5th and 6th, or excuse me, with the 5th place spot of Zack Nichols, who's made up some position. So it looks like Grenier's starting to pull up. Morgan could pull up as well in that 21 machine. But right now, this battling has allowed Matt Kemp to pull out to his farthest gap of the race from that 08 to Nicholas Noggle and co. behind him.
Whoa,
As you
Nicholas
see the
Noggle
77,
way up the track.
yeah, way up the track. But it looked like the 77 got loose on the bottom, so it really killed his drive out as well. The 08 bit off a little bit more than he could chew on corner entry and or exit, but was saved by the 77 doing about the same exact thing just on the low lane. As you're going to see him get it in here, just stacking it bumper to bumper to bumper, and this is where you start to see the impatience come. Zack Nichols, he's not one of these Lucky Duck Motorsports guys. These guys are stacking him up right now, and I know Zack Nichols isn't going to go over and probably run him over, but we could see a bumper come here, Chris. Yeah, pass to the outside here for the 44.
Pass on the outside for the 44.
But the 77's going to stack him up.
Let's see if that bottom lane messes them up. We did see a couple of drivers last night pinching drivers down into that bottom lane. The 7 getting kind of loose going into corner entry. We'll see if that affects him going out of turn 2. Yep, the 44 going to take over that position.
Look at this in front of us. Look at this in front of us.
Nicholas Noggle, Gabriel Ellison battling it out now.
Textbook pass from the 44 on the outside. He's loose. Man. He's been doing that. He's been doing that for about the last 10 laps. Caution.
Caution's out. Looks like Mo Abbott.
Lancaster? Mo Abbott, one of the two? Oh, it is Mo Abbott in that spot off of 4. Has he got left side damage? It looks like he's clean on the right side so far. Does look like a little bit of left rear, but I think he's going to be all right. We might see. Does he get a bump here from Alex Huffman? Ooh, Alex, big drop in right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The 8 and the 3. 2 Earnhardt schemes, man, going at it.
Yeah, you're going to see the 3 go around off of the back bumper of that 8 of Alex Huffman. Alex Huffman had that happen to him from that Frankie Barroso machine. I'm going to give him crap about it. I had to bring it up, Frankie. I love you, buddy. But Frankie sending that 8 around last season at Nashville, I want to say Nashville Fairgrounds?
Nashville Fairgrounds. It came to the last lap. Justin Winters won from 4th place because of so many disqualifications.
Yeah, I want to say Jeremy Little was actually the one that got disqualified as he was crossing the finish line.
Yeah, he hit an incident point rating, and it disqualified him from the race.
Right as he was crossing the finish line. But right now, Gabriel Ellison, Doug Newbigging, Zack Nichols, Morgan Bard, Adam Lancaster, Zack Nichols, Jeremy Little, Mikey Nell Jr., Ryan Campbell, Scott Fritz, Justin Winters, Mo Abbott, all going to bring it down pit lane. It looks like Brian Terry going to get that lap back as well. So Brian Terry back on the lead lap. That's what I like to see. All the cars back on the lead lap. 46 laps in. We're almost a quarter of this race done. So it's almost like, you know, it's really awesome that we've only had 2 cautions here, and we're almost 50 laps into it.
Yeah, these Cup Series guys, man, are doing an excellent job here tonight. As we're, you know, seeing them just doing an excellent job, not only keeping the race car under them, but keeping it caution-free. But while we've got a moment here, we're going to go ahead and throw it to a side-by-side, LNS Custom side-by-side, excuse me, and we'll be right back here with the action in just one moment. And we are getting back here, ready to go green at North Wilkesboro. You'll see the pace car turn left. And it looks like Matt Kemp did choose the outside lane. We're going to get back to rolling green flag racing here. Lap 49, as you're going to see, whoa, big drive in from White Bracket. And this is where you're going to see some bumpers be put to each other, Chris. 3 wide down the back straightaway for just a moment. You're going to see guys with the tires that are literally a lap old compared to guys with 44 lap old tires. Now 40, 50 lap old tires. Yeah, this is going to get hectic here. We're going to see some racing. Man, that was beautiful right there. Surprised they all kept it. Look at this.
Look at this back here. Oh, bump. This could be it. Everybody's going to keep it going.
Man, oh man, this is a show. Look at the 7 to the outside of the 31.
10 more laps. 10 more laps for the stage break.
Oh my goodness. Look at the drive. Grenier, the 44, the 77. Here comes Zack Nichols. Jeez Louise, man. I told you this was going to be hectic. These boys are putting the loud pedal down. They are moving. 77, big check up there. The 08 on old tires. As you see the 7 and the 77 now under attack. Inside and outside. Big drive in from Doug Newbigging. As he's going to roll the outside lane. He's going to get past Noggle. What of this?
Whoa, here it goes. This could be where everything starts playing in. Everybody's starting to get bunched up. Whoa, the 15 of Matt Grenier. Good save there. Almost getting into the back of that 88 Adam Lancaster, but it looks like Zack Nichols battling the 10 of Wyatt Brackett, moving himself up into that second position.
Can you believe this, man?
I cannot believe it at all.
Can you believe this, man?
Zack Nichols on a tear, but we're going to keep just cycling through the field. We see a lot of it. Looks like everything's kind of stagnating out now. Everybody's kind of getting single file, but Mikey Neal having to get checked up there.
Yeah, he almost just put the bumper to the 88 of Adam Lancaster. If he didn't put the bumper, these boys are racing. This is some beautiful North Wilkesboro action. This is why this track needs to be back, man. Bring it back, please. NASCAR, you go race on a football field. Race here. Do something. Let's go.
All right, we've got 5 laps till that stage break.
Look at your leader. Look at your leader.
Yeah, new leader, the 44 is Zack Nichols. Gonna take
and
over
look at
from
the
that 54.
drive.
So right now, Zack Nichols on a really big tear. Got 4 laps to that good. You're gonna be able to take that stage break here. That Blanchard's Towing stage break. Gonna go to whoever can get it up here. I see Akamai Proctor over in the YouTube chat saying these guys are the whipped cream on the banana split. Wow, great job to the Cup men. Yeah, the Cup boys really putting on a show right now. Zack Nichols trying his best to hang on to that lead, though. But Gabriel Ellison wanting to get up here and tangle up here with these boys.
I bet you Matt Kemp's going to make that 54 Ford Mustang about as wide as possible. That 77 and the 7, it's not that they made it hard on Zack Nichols, but they didn't make it the easiest. I bet you that 54, the 7 and the 77, they're racing each other, actually. Those Lucky Duck guys know that this is coming to the stage break. But look at the drive-in from the 77 here.
Yeah, Gabriel Ellison getting on the inside there of the 54. Let's see if he can make it stick. Looks like the 54 might have got into the wall just a little bit.
He's got him. 77 or 7's going to get him right here as well. Coming out of the corner. He's really hot the racetrack. See how tight that race car is? Yeah, actually, he's got it, man.
77
got it real back up.
Going to get around the 54, the 7 now on
Final
the attack.
lap of the stage.
Final lap, this will be it. Maybe Zack Nichols can hold on to that lead. Gabriel Ellison, though, look at that big old drive-in from that 77. Let's see if he can make it to it. No, he cannot. The 44 going to hang on to it. Going to win that stage break from a big old drive up, 16 positions from that 44.
Started the race in 17th, has won the stage. Zack Nichols doing what he does best, looking to pick up win number 6 here tonight. 44 Mountain Dew Code Red Ford Mustang. Picking up from where he left off every week, man. Strong, fast, and in a hurry to pick up another checkered flag. We'll have a word with your Blanchard's Towing stage winner of Zack Nichols here after he gets done with his pit stop cycle.
See everybody bringing it down pit lane now. We're going to see how this is going to shake up, though. 44 looks like going to take gas only.
Yeah, I would expect all the drivers that pitted at lap 44 to take gas only. Some of them didn't even come down pit road, so...
Yeah, you see this small pit lane, everybody getting a little
confused.
That,
though. It looks like Zack Nichols might have been the only driver to take gas and go. Him and Justin Winters were the only 2 drivers to take gas and go right there. Obviously, besides Mikey Neal Jr., Ryan Campbell, who just came down pit road. So Mikey Neal Jr. and Scott Fritz are your only drivers that are staying out. But then you got Zack Nichols and Justin Winters who didn't take tires, and the rest of the field behind them just did. They're going to be on 22-lap-old tires. Also, with that, though, they're going to be fueled up. They're going to be able to go the distance like everybody else. It's just going to be interesting to see. But we're going to go ahead and bring up that 44 of Zack Nichols and have a word with your Blanchard's Towing stage winner. Zack Nichols, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yep.
Man, we just saw you come from 17th, win the stage there. How you feeling after that stage victory, and how's it going to go forward here for you as you seem to only take gas only? Seems like a lot of boys behind you took tires. How are you going to manage this as we get into this race here?
It's going to be hard to try and stay up front, but we got lucky with that caution halfway through that thing, so we were able to come down and get some tires to take that or steal that stage win. I didn't think we were going to get remotely close to Matt there at the end, but if it stayed green. But yeah, it's been lucky so far, so hopefully it stays that way.
Heck yeah, man, well, we know we got to get a lot of luck around here at North Wilkesboro. We'll send you back down to your team, man. Congratulations on the stage win, and good luck in the rest of it, Zach.
Yeah, thank you.
And that was Zack Nichols, your stage winner. Is perfect timing, man. I'm getting good at. I didn't even have my iRacing open. I just guessed. That was perfect timing, man. I'm getting good at this. He's gonna get it off, and we're gonna get back to green flag racing. Zach already big breaking in. It looks like he might have made a little bit of contact with Scott Fritz there, Chris.
Yeah, Mikey Dale Jr., though, getting off to a really good jump.
Had to get
off to a good jump. Scott Fritz, though, getting loose on that inside lane. Justin Winters, though, on that 9, on that outside lane. Looks like he's going to get past that 1. Ooh, it's getting a little close here.
Ooh, Gabriel just gave the bump to the 44. He's going to get him started back up. He's going to the inside of the 9 here. They're both on fresh tires, the 9 and the 44. So them controlling this inside and outside lane is going to kind of stack them up behind him. You see that 21 of Morgan Bard trying to peek his way to the middle. That's not going to necessarily work. Big drive in behind Zach as they're going to get it here too wide. It looks like Nichols is going to win that battle between winners. And if he can get ahead of steam right here and get past Scott Fritz, he can work himself back up to the lead and let those boys behind him battle, try to get a little bit of time here.
Yeah, you're really seeing a big stack up out of the 21 going around.
21 gathered it. Still reckon Matt Kemp saved it. Oh my goodness, Matt Kemp. Oh my goodness. Boy was just going head on at the outside wall and saved it. Matt Kemp. Oh my goodness. What a save from the 21 as well, man. He didn't even hit the wall. At least I don't think he did.
You're going to see the 21, that little pocket I'm talking about coming out of turn 4. You see the 21 getting it loose. He's going to get it sideways. You see him getting it straightened up here. Oh, the 54, though, on that big sideways. That's what you were talking about, Josh.
Yeah, it looked like he was going at it far faster than what he really was. I do apologize about that. It seemed like he was going way more head on, but still, man, an excellent freaking save. I mean, he had to cut the real white. Whoa, cut the wheel to the right, and that put him in a drift. He counter-steers it back, gets on the gas to keep himself off the wall, and all in all, Matt Kemp, 10 out of 10 on the style points, but you're going to hate what those tires are going to do. Yeah, I say that. Down pit road comes Matt Kemp.
Yeah, Morgan Bard, though, also with a really good save there. He could have really spelled trouble there, but, you know, everybody was able to get around him. Everybody was able to keep the cars clean. So, you know, hey, these cautions, as long as we have a solo spin, everybody keeps it clean, I'm cool with that. It's whenever all the cars get taken out, that's whenever it becomes a headache. Right now, we'll go ahead and get your team points pulled up so that way you can see what's going on with the team points. Right now, looks like the Lucky Duck Motorsports boys, they're going to be setting up in that first position with 1633. No Chance Motorsports, though, really knocking on that door. They got to make up 200 and some odd points before they can get up there and start really starting to, you know, mix it up, but they do still have a chance. Elite Motorsports in that 3rd position, Glovebox Motorsports in 4th, Coast to Coast 5th, Richard Cranium Racing 6th, Syndicate's going to be in 7th, and then Allen Racing going to be in that 8th position. So the team's points are starting to really get shaped out. Lucky Duck Motorsports with a lot of wins here, but, you know, that 44 Zack Nichols, he's going to have a little bit of help from his No Chance teammates if they're going to start getting up here and getting some wins or getting some points.
I'll see if these boys can recuperate here, get back on the flow, and get some green flag racing here. But while we've got the boys stacked back up, we've got some cameras here tonight that we want to show you. So we're going to go ahead and throw it to an LNS Customs loud pedal. So get those volumes cranked up, get the full screen ready, and enjoy these sights and sounds of some tight pack racing, some good short track racing here at North Wilkesboro. Enjoy this LNS Customs loud pedal. Well, we're going to have to check that replay. Not sure if Scott Fritz just got around on his own there or got a little bit of contact, but welcome back from that loud pedal. As there you saw from the onboard view of Matt Grenier from that hood view, you saw that one of Scott Fritz. Go around, we'll see what happened here.
Yeah, it looks like the 70 got him around. Go back and see if we can see how big of a drive-in that was. See right there, big drive-in from the 70. Gonna get him sent around. Looks like Matt Grenier gonna hit him just a little bit. The 06, don't know if he'll have a lot of damage. We'll have to see, but the one of Scott Fritz around off of the back bumper, or off of the front bumper of the 70. Right now at lap 86, 250. We've got Mikey Nils still out in the lead. Justin Winters, his teammate, currently sitting in that second position. So right now, they're trying to hold off just what they can. The Zack Nichols machine is right behind them, though. That's going to be that's going to be a really tough battle here coming in these next couple of laps. But that 77 and 7 of Doug Newbigging and Gabriel Ellison going to be right behind him as well. So we've got a lot of drivers. Now look at this, Josh. Adam Lancaster also poking his head back up in here. So Adam Lancaster in that Elite Motorsports 88 going to try to get up here and help his two teammates to, secure this win and get this position going. I see Alex Huffman also moving his way up a little bit too. So we'll see if any of these Elite Motorsports boys can do anything with this lead that they've got, because right now, Mikey Neal Jr. just looking like he's trying to hold on to that next stage at lap 125, but I don't know if he's going to be able to hang on that long.
Pace car is off. Green flag is back out. We're going. Good start from the 25 of Mikey Neal Jr.
So Justin Winters also getting off to a really good start, but Gabriel Ellison on that outside lane. Let's see if Gabriel Ellison going to have anything to say. The 44 looks like he's riding that bottom lane. He could have a good drive out. The 44 does have a good drive out. Going to be on that outside now. The 9 of Justin Winters shutting that door on the 77. A little bit of a bump from the 77.
And the 77 got out of it quick, didn't he?
Yeah, that was, Jason said, hey, mid-quarter bumps. That's a racing incident. The 77 just going to say, hey, I'm still here, buddy. The 9, though, getting loose, though. Looks like the 44, looks like he's going to be working on the inside of 9 of Justin Winters. Everybody still stacked up, though. Whoa, everybody get kind of sideways coming out of turn 2. We got a really big stack up here. Bump from the 80 for a David Farmer to the 10. Wyatt Brackett. A little bit of a bump there. You see the 88 of Alex Huffman trying to pinch off the 7 there. Oh, everybody's still trying to get really loose. The 25, though, doing a really good job holding on to this lead. He's got a little bit of a gap separation, but now Zack Nichols is around everybody. Look at that. Justin Winters now going back to that 4th position. The 77 of Gabriel Ellison going to work around him. So now it looks like the 88 of Adam Lancaster, his teammate, working on the inside. Whoa, 7 of Doug Newbigging getting a little loose coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, he looks like he lost some track position right there. Looks like the 10 of Wyatt Brackett is having a good little run right here in this second half of the stage. I mean, he's starting to do a little bit of track moving himself. He started in 6. He's fallen back a little bit, but now looks like he's working his way back up comfortably. Looks like he knows what he's doing, but look how tight they are for 1 and 2, Chris.
Yeah, that's something different from last night that we were seeing. If you got anywhere near anybody, it was kind of, a disaster. You got really close to each other. It was either somebody was spinning or somebody was bumping into each other. But these boys are door-to-door racing, 2 wide out of turn 4. That is something you do want to see. But if you're on the track behind them, if you're like that 54 right now, Matt Kemp looking at all this going on in front of him, you definitely don't want those boys racing too wide, because somebody could get loose, and then the next thing you know, you're out of the race.
Yeah, but this is probably the most fun racing you can have on the platform, man. These short tracks, stacked up, trying to work your way through traffic, man. So much fun. People don't understand how much fun oval racing is until you really sit in the seat, the cockpit, and do it yourself. These boys have a lot of mental fortitude. At a track like North Wilkesboro, man, you got to just be on your A game and really drive what the driver in front of you is doing. You don't really dictate your own pace when you're in traffic here at North Wilkesboro. You've got to do what the guy in front of you is doing. And if you overshoot your boundaries, well, guess what? We're going to see what happened to that one of Scott Fritz earlier with the 70 sending him around. So,
yeah, we're currently riding on board here with Zack Nichols. He's starting to slowly pinch that gap up to Mikey Neal Jr. Mikey Neal Jr. starting to fall off just a little bit. I want to say the 76 of Brad Neer looks like he's having a little bit of issues. Might have had a little bit of a spin, but he is currently about to go a lap down. But Zack Nichols starting to really reel in that 25. 77, though, on that back bumper as well. But look at that. The gap separation between them really starting to separate out. Justin Winters falling off really hard. He's got the 80 of Ryan Campbell behind him. David Farmer on the inside of him. The 54, Matt Kemp, is in a position that he does not want to be in right now. This is where he's really not liking it. Seeing all these cars going all over the place. The 80 almost having back bumper there, back bumper check to that 9. Having to get out of the gas. Everybody kind of trying to get single filed out now.
yeah, it looks like the 80 of Ryan Campbell is going to try to move his way, peek out. Oh, caution, caution, caution. They're wrecking in the back. That's the 31 of Brandon Holder. Oh, wait, Nicholas Noggle. No, he's into the wall big time.
And there's the mess I was talking about. Just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Go back and see what happened there. Maybe a little bit of a bump and shove going on there. We'll see what happened with that 31 of Brandon Holder.
Looks like the 21 kind of started
yeah.
to get loose under him.
Nicholas Noggle having nowhere to go. 31 getting a little bit of a bump there. The 21 still on that that quarter or that door panel. The 8 not having anywhere to go. Loses that front bumper and then it magically appears back, but he gets in that grass. And that's all she wrote. She's going up towards that wall. Maybe the 70 of Jeremy Little getting through it. Whoa, Jeremy Little barely squeezing through there.
Yeah, for real. Matt Kemp, David Sheets, Nicholas Noggle. Hold on. They're going to claim it a racing incident. We'll watch it one more time here. I'd say racing incident.
Yeah, it looks like that was just
That's
one of those
just
things where
typical
everybody,
Wilkesboro.
everybody got into the corner. It looks like maybe the 21 just, got a little tight, got up into that rear quarter panel and sent him around. That's just one of those things that happens at a short track. Now, if you're something, at like Talladega, then that's a problem. But in a track like this, when you've got, 4, 5 cars trying to go to the same position, the same spot of the track at the same time, it's just one of those things that, racing incident, man. Wasn't done out of spite. He didn't just turn the wheel right into him. It was, just one of those things that happens.
You remember that anxiousness as a kid when you would come back from PE and you wanted to drink out of the water fountain, but you were at the back of the lawn? There was that anxiousness. Every time you start looking around, kids, like, okay, can I go next? Can I go next? Even though you knew you had 4, 5, 6, 7 people in front of you. It's what it feels like to be backed up here at a short track, man. You're just anxious. You want to go. You're trying to move. And eventually it turns into one of those, all right, well, if this guy doesn't want to get out of my way, I'm going to move him. Even though he's just driving. He don't even know what's going on behind him. So, 44, bad start there. Zack Nichols not off to the best start. With the 25 of Mikey Neal Jr., he's going to roll it around the outside, and he's going to take his accepting funds for Waffle House 25 machine down to the back straightaway and lead here on this restart at lap 105.
Look at that, the 44 all over that back bumper. We see everybody behind him getting really checked up back there. So it looks like the 44, though, even though he had that bad start, those old tires are really starting to show their ugly face here. And whoa, might be a bump there from the 44 to the 25. He's going to back it out, though. Good driving instinct on that 44. Going to back it out, not get into the back bumper of that 25. Whoa.
Yeah, Mikey's got to be suffering on those tires, man. The 44 is just finding the drive through the corner way more than the 25. You see, look at the grip. 25 is just making his car just wide enough to where the 44 really can't get around him all that well.
Whoa, the 44 loose. Looks like
Gathered
the
it
44.
back up, though.
Yeah, looks like the 44 gathered it back up, though. He's going to keep it going, but those tires are really starting to show.
Whoa.
They're not. Whoa. Yeah, it's correct. Justin Winters, though, we're going to go on board here with him. See, he has fallen back to that 9th position. Was up there in that 2nd spot, now falling back to the 9th position, but he is still in it. He's got his teammates back here with him. He's got Adam Lancaster and Alex Huffman with him. But Wyatt Brackett and them battling it back up here for that third and 4th position. Wyatt Brackett going to try to pull out in front of that 77. He has the space now, but the 77 might have the drive out. Look at that, Josh. Ryan Campbell trying to poke it up into the middle, but he's not going to take it. That's just going to show you got to have a little bit of patience here to track like this.
Patience indeed, man. These boys are doing a good job. I mean, the 10 loose out of corner exit a little bit. He's going to get it wheeled back in, and this is where you're just sawing on that wheel on the outside lane. Keep checking that inside mirror, looking. As soon as you hear clear, cutting the dude's nose off, you're getting clear of him, you're passing him. That's exactly how it works here at North Wilkesboro. You give no room, not an inch. If you can, great. If you don't want to, well, guess what? You don't got to. But if we talk about it, Chris, not giving room, look up front. There's almost no room. Oh, I say that, though. Nichols, big loose and losing a little bit of time. That ain't even Ryan Campbell on a good run right now. Whoa! This is a wreck.
Oh my goodness, big stack up there. You saw the 7 of Doug Newbigin getting a little loose, but he's going to be able to keep it going straight. Oh my goodness, I guarantee you that was a wreck, but it wasn't. They were able to keep it going straight. Everybody, though, getting really checked up here. Alex Huffman on the door panel of that 84. That 9 of Justin Winters all over the back bumper of that 84 David Farmer. We're going to have to see how this plays out here in 1 second. The 80 getting really checked up. Ryan Campbell is. Looks like Wyatt Brackett starting to put a little bit of separation between him and that 80 machine. But Mikey Neal Jr. wishes he had a little bit of that separation. He has got that 44 plastered all over his back bumper.
Watch out for Alex Huffman here. 101 lap was when he pitted last. Him and Matt Kent, they're on the freshest tires out of the field. These boys are about to be moving through folks. Matt might have only taken left side. No, he'd have been able to take right side. So, and he did pit way sooner. I forget that Huffy pits at the back of pit road, so Matt Kent's pit time is going to be a little bit shorter. But great job from these two guys on these fresh tires. They're really starting to cut up to the field, and if they get themselves clear, big save from the 54. But if they get themselves clear of this 10, they could possibly go up here and lead this race.
Yeah, just want to give a big shout out to everybody on that Facebook, on that YouTube page. I see Lucky Duck Motorsports and John Bradley Pill saying there's some good looking throwbacks out there. Yes, sir, they are. These throwbacks are beautiful here to track like North Wilkesboro. And then over on the YouTube chat saying some great racing. Yes, sir, indeed, some awesome racing. These boys are definitely willing it out here at North Wilkesboro. See the 8 now is tucking back up to the back bumper of the 44. This is where you were talking about, Josh. Those tires are really starting to come into play. 44, the 54 and the 8. Now starting to pinch up to that 44. Zack Nichols, 3 wide. 3 wide.
Oh, gosh.
A little bit of a bump from the 44, but they're still 3 wide. Going into turn 3, turn 4. Let's see how this works.
Nichols backed out.
44 going to back out. He said, man, it is not worth it.
Good race, though. Good little race right there between those three. Neither of them wanted to back out. Neither of them wanted to quit. The experience shown in the 44, he's going to lift. And the 8 and the 54 giggling right now saying, hey, he lifted, not me.
Right now, this is what Mikey Neal Jr. sees in that rear view. He definitely sees these two cars starting to inch up on his back bumper. The 54 might actually have the better run here on that outside lane if that 25 is a little slower.
He's going to get him.
Yeah, the 54 going to take over. Here at lap 121, we've only got 4 laps to the stage break. The second stage break brought to you by Blanchard's Towing. Going to come up here in just 3 laps. So now look at that, Brian Terry. Whoa, Brian Terry riding really high up on the track.
Yeah, he was trying to get out of the way, man, but he got super tight going into the bottom of the corner. You could see him really sawing on the wheel. Brian just trying to get out of the way, man. He wasn't trying to be in anybody's way right there.
Whoa!
Whoa, they're wrecking behind him.
Looks like they're going to get it gathered back up, though. But it looks like maybe somebody got down in there and got a little loose. It looks like the 80 got a little bit of damage on that back bumper. We're going to keep it green. Everybody's going to keep it going straight. Looks like maybe a little bit of driving, but look at that. Oh, caution's out.
Caution.
84
Wyatt
in the
Brackett
jam.
in the 84. This is something that was building up. This is the stage.
Yeah, you see right there, that was that little bit of a ping pong effect that was going on. Running 3 wide, and then it looks like, oh yeah, just the...
Oh, yep.
And the 84 just not anywhere to go. Watch off board here with that 84. You see that, just that little bit of a bump, that little bit of a loose, and then...
Oh, Ellison took contact.
Yeah, but the 77 able to keep it going, doing his best Tokyo Drift impersonation.
You see how crazy it looked from... Oh, that scared the absolute crap out of me, man. How did they not hit?
I don't know, but Matt Kemp going to win that race out of pit lane. Alex Huffman going to be right behind him. Zack Nichols going to be in that 3rd position. Mikey Neal going to pull himself out into 4th. Even with those older tires, he was able to hang on to a good position.
So, Matt Kemp's our stage winner, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just making sure. All right, well, we'll go ahead and bring up the other No Chance Motorsport. These boys are just running it tonight. Matt Kemp, Chris and Josh up in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
I gotcha.
Man, well, first we talked to Zach. Now we're talking to that 54. You boys look like y'all got the speed here tonight. Take us through what's making you guys so fast around here. It seems like that 54, that 44, got some really fast race cars. And Matt, congratulations on picking up that stage too. Take us through how you're going to replicate that success here in the closing stages of this race.
I appreciate it. I'm not real sure yet. We'll see what we got for him. I was pretty aggressive getting up through the field because I tried to be patient and I just get run through. So it's like, all right, well, here we go. So I was aggressive and it worked out for me there. But, you know, I don't like to race that way. But man, this has been rough.
Oh yeah, it was crazy, yeah. Man. That was crazy watching y'all take it 3 wide. That was awesome.
Yeah, well, it's tough, man. It's you know, trying our best to keep it clean, but it's tough. But yeah, I appreciate it. We'll see what we can do here to the end. I'm just gonna try to be easy on the tires and hopefully not screw myself anymore with strategy. It seems like it's about a weekly thing at this point.
Hey, we know you'll get it gathered back up here, Matt. Well, again, congratulations on the stage win, man. Hopefully it won't be as hectic here for you in the closing stages, but we'll let you get back to racing here at North Wilkesboro, and hopefully we'll be having a word with you here in a little bit.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man. And that was Matt Kemp. You heard it, man. And I heard Race Control reiterate, if you got fresh tires, that doesn't mean you can come to the field and just run people over. You guys got to race them clean. So that's what that 54 was talking about, too, there, man. It was just hard. Everybody getting stacked up, everybody leaning, and we saw it. We're not the only people that saw it. Everybody saw it. I mean, that was some hard racing right there. That was some old bootlegging racing right there. Those boys were like some moonshiners. Oh, caution's extended. Caution's extended.
Doesn't look like everybody was caught up. Maybe a little bit of, you know, I do know iRacing can sometimes just get you really messed up, especially on these short tracks. They can be a handful. So not everybody getting caught up. We'll go around it at least one more time. We'll get it set back up. But hey, at least everybody's able to get, you know, we would rather everybody be bunched back up and have a good race than everybody be spread out and it just be a crap show.
Yeah, that was a little hairy, though.
Yeah, but it looks like everybody was able to keep it going. Everybody was able to keep it straight. So, like I said, we're going to go around at least one more time. Everybody going to get stacked back up. We'll be able to get it going green again. So, it looks like the 54 deciding on this run to take the top lane.
Hey, it's been successful here. That outside lane's just looked very well. All throughout the week, man, it's just been one of those things that we've seen Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and tonight in the Cup Series. It seems like the outside lane on the restart's just the best place to go. Lap 130, Matt Kemp going to bring us back.
Whoa, a little bit of looseness there for the 8th. He's going to get it under control. The 25 of Mikey Neal going to make a move on the outside of his teammate. We'll see if he gets it controlled back under him. It looks like the 8 going to get it settled back in. He's going to try to pull him back behind it, the 25 of Mikey Neal. But right now, it looks like the 44 on that inside lane also trying to move up a little bit. Got a couple of two-wide racing going on back here. These restarts have been kind of tame. Nobody really making a lot of moves, but we still do have a over about
120 laps.
120 laps, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to do math in my head really quick, and I can't because I suck at it. So we got 128 laps left. A lot of these drivers not wanting to really make any solid moves just yet. But right now, the 44, Zack Nichols trying to make a move.
Identical laps of Matt Kemp and Mikey Neal, maybe by the thousandths. I mean, 18.76, fastest lap of the session for Matt Kemp, so...
Yeah, a lot of battling going on right
I
here.
was wrong. It was 117. I said 128.
Oh, yeah. See, well, that's what I'm saying. On the fly
We're
math
bad
is not my.
Yeah, Jason had to correct me. That's
it's
how
not
you
my-
know. That's how you know
strong.
me and Chris aren't doing good when Jason has to correct us.
Yes, and Sarah May's coming over into the YouTube chat saying, no, it's 117. You are correct. Like
Hey.
I said, my brain is not smart when it comes to
The
math.
fans get to cheat, man. They get up in the top left corner from all the cool tickers and stuff. They get to see how many to go. We just got to guess.
Well,
it's
I
not
get to see
fair.
it. I get to see
Yeah,
it.
you
but-
get to see it, but you still don't know.
Whoa. Looks like the 70 getting a little loose. Jeremy Little getting a little loose back here. Looks like he's going to get it collected. That 10 Wyatt bracket, that little bit of rear end damage. Good to see him still on a spirited run here. One of Scott Fritz right behind him as well. Doug Newbigin getting a little bit of contact. Doug Newbigin going around in the front stretch. Caution's going to be out here at lap 137. Looks like everybody's going to get by clean. Looks like just a little bit of contact between him and that David Farmer machine.
We'll see if they either made contact or got in that pocket. But did you just say you can see the laps to go counter and you're over here doing math in your head when you can just look at it?
Well, I don't see the actual laps to go. I see 134 of 250.
You got yourself off this time.
As I want to say that was the wrong person that I was looking at. Okay, I might have called out the wrong person with that wreck. Go back here.
Good job, Chris.
Right there, that was the 7.
It was a 76. It was Brad Neer.
Okay, 7 and Brad Neer. Okay, so there was a little bit of contact just coming out of the corner. See, 7 had a really good drive in though. Just got a little tight coming up out of the corner. Got into the side of the 76. 76 going to give him just a little bit of a bump. You know, like we said, the 7 and Doug Newbigin, he just had that little bit of front end damage right there on that front right quarter panel. But hey, other than that, damage doesn't matter at a short track.
And why does it seem like that's been a reoccurring thing for Doug, man? I mean, he's ran so well in the early part of the races. Every race, it seems like him and Gabriel are bumper to bumper, rolling through the field together, kind of like the no chance guys. And then towards the end of the race, it seems like he starts. It's not towards the end of the race, really. We still got a handful of laps, way good chunk of change to go before this thing's done. But it seems like he starts to not even necessarily fall off. He just starts to get very unlucky. I mean, you see him get caught up in cautions. I mean, maybe driving a little aggressive and getting himself spun around, getting himself into a situation he doesn't need to, or, you know, just anything. It just seems like Doug hasn't had the closing that, you know, you feel like he's capable of. He's shown so much speed in the early race that, man, it kind of when you get to these ending parts of the race and you see him fall off, you kind of feel for him, you know? It's like, you know that he's very fast, he's got the talent, but he just keeps getting himself caught up in it.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, man, you know. It's one of those things where you get out of that corner, like we were saying, that, you know, for the people out there that don't, you know, race on the, you know, the iRacing platform, never raced here at North Wilkesboro, you know, it is definitely a handful on this track, you know, coming out of turn 4. That little bit of a pocket can get you messed up, you know. I say pocket, but it's really like a little groove in the track. You hit it, and the back end just wants to come around. It's like a little uneven spot in the track. That's where a lot of drivers like to get pinched down to. That 7 might have got into that little bit of an uneven patch, got up into it, bounced off the 7. But hey, like we were saying, You know, that's just a racing incident. He was able to keep it going, didn't hit the wall or anything, so was able to keep it going. I see Bryce Hunter over in the YouTube chat saying, still mad about last night. Yeah, man, Bryce, you definitely did get robbed, man. That was a gut wrencher, man. Like I was telling you in the stream last night, man, it was just like somebody had punched me in the stomach.
Yeah, we felt bad for you, man. That stunk, dude. That you had a fast race car, and you got taken out there coming down the back straightaway with some just some goofy stuff. And man, feel bad for you. Still finished fourth though with all the controversy. So I gotta say, you showed you had the speed, man. Wish you could have picked up a win though. That'd looked really good on that now machine last night. But the pace car is gonna be off, and it looks like Matt Kemp is gonna restart on the inside lane. He's gonna take Zack Nichols with him.
Yeah, the 25 on that outside lane, though. Looks like Mikey Neal might be... Nope, looks like he's going to tuck back in behind the 44. Looks like he was going to try to run that too wide, but decided to not do that. Looks like the 8 Alex Huffman might be trying to make a move on that outside lane. He's got too wide with that Gabriel Ellison machine. 77 on a really spirited run right now, but he's down 3 positions from his start position. But doing a good job moving his way back up through the field.
Caution. Oh, no. Speaking of the 7, Chris.
Big wreck coming out of turn 3. That was the big one. That was the big one. Gonna have to see what happened here. A lot of drivers around. It looks like Doug Newbigging went off the track. That might be what started it. We'll see what happened here. Oh, no. Actually, that happened in front of him. We'll go on board here with the 3, Mo Abbott. Oh, it looks like the 77 or the 70, Jeremy Little
door banged.
Yeah, it looks like the 70 right there gets into the wall. Yep, 70 gets into the wall, hits him. Oh, big punterino there.
Oh, he almost got into the pocket right there.
Yeah, he almost got into that wall pocket. That would have been really bad, but it looks like everybody just getting around the 7, nowhere to go.
It's crazy how I just said that, didn't I? And it's already like it comes back to bite him in the rear end again. Look at the 84 David Farmer come flying in here backwards. Look at Brian Terry just trying to slow himself down, and then all of a sudden, here comes a freaking pinball. Wow. Boom. The track racer Toyota 84 David Farmer was your last one involved. It looked like Lancaster might have gotten... No, he didn't. He's got damage. Never mind. As our Blanchard tow and tow trucks are going to be on the move right now, aren't they?
Yeah,
getting a lot of cars picked back up and moved out the way.
Yeah, that was just a matter of time. We were waiting for that to happen. You know, the big wrecks, you know, here at North Wilkesboro, it's just one of those things that really, you know, the fact that we've almost made it 150 laps without a big one, Josh, is a big testament to these Bluegrass Cup boys and how well and how skilled they are behind these wheels. They can really get behind these wheels and wheel it on pretty much any track out there.
Yeah, excellent drivers, man. They've done a fantastic job here tonight at North Wilkesboro. Matt Kemp currently still leading. You heard him say that he wants to just get out here and do the best he can to lead. I mean, he knows he got here by doing a little bit of aggressive driving. I'm sure now he's just hanging out, enjoying the clean air, and I'm sure we'll see that 54 and that 44 set a good pace here. Possibly run away a little bit with the field or from the field, but it could be one of those nights that Alex Huffman's feeling himself, man. And you know when Alex Huffman is in a groove, that 8 machine is really, really quick. He is a fast driver. Gabriel Ellison as well, he's been showing some good speed. Got a little bit of rear quarter damage from that earlier wreck out in turn 4 that he slid up into the wall and smacked it. It looks like the pace lights are going to be off, though, because we've still got a lot of fast race cars out here on the track right now. Adam Lancaster, Scott Fritz, and Mo Abbott are the only 3 drivers scored a lap down. We know Scott Fritz, Mo Abbott, and Adam Lancaster were just all involved in the big kerfuffle right here in turn 3, so obviously they would be a lap down from taking extensive damage repairs, but we're going to get back to green flag racing here as the pace car is going to take that left turn. The 54, the 44, off to a great restart. As you see, lap 1 after that restart, they're all going to get it single filed up here for the first 4. Ooh, looks like Brad Neer got a little bit loose as he got near that wall, and looks like he was snow. Whoa, 80, Ryan Campbell, 9 adjust fake contact. Here comes the 25 Mikey Neal. They're going to take it 3 wide down the way. As there goes Morgan Bart on the outside. Here comes Nicholas Noggle, big drive in, and there goes the 9 caution.
Yeah, it looks like just a little bit of fighting for the same position there going on, you know, between that that 9 machine. We'll have to see what happened exactly. We pretty much saw it happen as it was unfolding, but see that 80 machine, a little big looseness there from Justin Winters, but he gets into the corner, and then the 08 of Nicholas Noggle just gets around 15, does a little bit of a bump. The 70 of Jeremy Little getting really lucky there. It looks like Justin Winters not really going to take any kind of damage, you know, too much damage. He's going to be able to keep going here.
Yeah, it just stinks. He's going to lose all that track position and now have some poopy tires to drive on. Brandon Holder, Jeremy Little, Brian Terry going to make their way down pit road. Like Brandon Holder is going to do 4 tires. We'll see if Jeremy Little... Well, looks like David Farmer as well decided to elect to come down pit road.
Yeah, maybe
looks
a
like
little
4
bit of
tires on all these cars.
maybe a little bit of a damage assessment too. Just want to give a big shout out though to everybody out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube page. I see Sarah Mays over here getting into it. That's what I like to see, Sarah Mays. We love to have you out there on that YouTube page. I see Fast Action 99. This is more of an endurance race. Honestly, yes, that is honestly what this is. It is honestly an endurance race to the end because these boys are having to really be on knife's edge. Looks like Justin Winter is going to bring himself down pit lane, maybe elect to get some new tires after that little bit of a spin out that he had, and try to take a little bit of a damage repair. See that rear end just popped out a little bit, so he is taking that little bit of damage repair. Him and his teammate Adam Lancaster going to pull out. Might be able to stay on the lead lap. Does look like they're going to be able to stay on the lead lap. Scott Fritz, everybody be able to get up here, but I see, yeah, No Chance Motorsports are up in the front. Got Matt Kemp and the 44. So 2 teammates, like we were saying, Josh, they need to get up here and work together. And I also see, I think the 44 will get it from Scott Tony. Yes, sir. 44, one of those drivers that we never really can take our eyes off of him. Because if you do, the next thing you know, he's up in the front and he's gone.
You're correct, Chris. It looks like the pace lights are going to go off. We got some drivers exiting pit road here. 157 is the lap we are on. 252 we are good. So we're going to see a good handful of racing here. We're under 100 laps. These boys are about to throw down, Chris. This is where the beans are going to be cooked, my friend.
Yes, this is where everything starts really coming into play. Once you get down into about those 30, 40 lap range, that's whenever it's going to start really coming into fruition. Everybody going to have to really start fighting. Green, green, green. Set the 54, 44 get off to a really good start, almost like their teammates working in unison. Getting off to a good jump, and then right behind him, look at that, Alex Huffman getting a good drive, moving his way back up into that 3rd spot. Got that 77 and that Lucky Duck Motorsports 77 on his outside. Gonna see if he can make it move. It looks like the 77 getting a little loose. The 8, Alex Huffman, gonna make that move up in front of him. So gonna cut that nose off. The 25 of Mikey Neal Jr. though, looks like he's trying to get around the 77, do a little bit of reminisce from like his teammate. It looks like Scott Fritz come down pit lane. A little bit of incident there with Scott Fritz. Unfortunate for him. No, he's probably trying to just take a little bit of damage repair. Might have just a little too much going on. But anything's better than what Joey Doucette had going on in the truck race. That crab walk that he was doing was absolutely crazy, but we do have a lot of drivers just kind of single file out right now. Nobody's really trying to push the issue, not really racing right now. We still have a long way to go, 90 laps to the good. So it's gonna come down to, like I said, about 30, 40 laps. Whoa, the 7 getting into the 21. He's riding all over that door panel. The 31 having to get really checked up. Go back up here on board with your leaders though. The 8 of Alex Huffman got around that 77. Now he's trying to, well, the 25 looks like he's working on the inside now. 77 might be out of rhythm. Well, trying to get up into that quarter panel. 25 had to get out of it. The 10 of Wyatt Brackett, that's somebody that I like to see. All that adversity, still working his way up into that top 5, into that 6th position, trying to make his way on that 5th position. But he is really trying to drive it in here into this corner. 25 of Mikey Neal on the inside there of Gabriel Ellison. See if he can make it stick. Doesn't look like he'll be able to make it stick down the backstretch. We're going to get the better drive in. Might tighten up into the 77. See what happens here. Whoa.
He's got it.
He does
he's got it. 77-25 battling hard here, but the 8, Chris, is starting to apply the pressure to that 44 is Zack Nichols.
Really is. He's starting to put the pressure on that 44's back bumper. Gonna see if Huffy has anything to say to these 2 teammates that are up here. There's no chance boys are really setting the pace for the race. You see Scott Fritz right now currently sitting up there in front of him. He is a lap down. He will not be fighting for position, but the 44 looks like he's getting a little slow. The 8, big drive in there.
Yeah, the 8 of Alex Huffman is starting to work this 3rd place position. I was talking about him earlier, Chris. He's one of those drivers that can definitely pick up a win here at a track like Wilkesboro, and he's doing an excellent job right now. He's putting a lot of pressure, as you see. Wyatt Brackett putting a lot of pressure to that 5, or his 5th place position, excuse me, that 77 of Gabriel Ellison. But man, up here in the front, it's the orange, if that's red, I think it goes orange, red for our 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let that be known, I guess. These boys are racing, man. They're doing it in unison. And I don't think they're going to be afraid to trade some paint here, Chris. Make each one of their race cars all the same color.
I mean, that's something we've seen all night. We call short track racing. It's called short track racing for a reason. If you don't have your opponent's paint on your car, then you're not doing it right. A short track is all about beating and banging. As you see right now, these 2 teammates, Alex Huffman and Mikey Neal Jr., trying to make a move, trying to get up here and battle it out. Maybe the 25 making a move on the inside of Huffy. I have a faster car than that Alex Huffman machine. See if he can make a pass here. Yeah, lap traffic could play into this, though, Josh. Like we said, Scott Fritz missing the whole front end of that car. Though that is unfortunate for that Scott Fritz machine. He could, though, like Scott Tony just said in the Facebook chat, really could come into play here in just 1 second.
Yeah, we'll see if he's got any type of issue or effect, to this battle on the racetrack. Looks like Mikey Neal Jr. is starting to clear himself with the 8 of Alex Huffman. That 44 is starting to roll a good 2nd place here. He's 2 tenths back from his teammate Matt Kemp as they're starting to pull up on Scott Fritz now. We'll see where that 1 is going to go to try to make it easier. It looks like that low lane is the preferred lane currently at the moment. Looks like they are going to take to the inside of Scott Fritz. It looks like no effect will that Scott Fritz machine be to the 54 or the 44 at the moment. Unless something does happen, we'll see. But it looks like that 44 is going to drive it behind that 1 and then dive it back behind the 54. Whoa, big check up there for a second for the 54. They're going to get it all woed back up. And that 54 is going to make the pass. Here comes the 44.
Yeah, Scott Fritz just trying to ride that high lane, trying to let everybody get around. You could see, whoa, a little bit of a bump. Might see him try to get down to that bottom lane, though, or maybe everybody telling him to go high. That could be the way it is, too, but you might see him go down to the inside lane here and let everybody get by him. He is definitely off of the pace, but still out there digging. That's something I always talk about. I love to see drivers still get out there and race, even with that damage. Right now, though, look at that. 15 of Matt Grenier got the 08 of Nicholas Noggle on his inside. Whoa, the 08 getting a little tight, maybe washing up into him, and then up in front of them, Wyatt Brackett. Gabriel Ellison currently battling for that 6th and 7th, or excuse me, the 6th position, 5th position.
Surprised how single-filed our fill is right now up front.
More lap traffic.
Yeah, Brian Terry getting himself out the way. He said, I'm out, chill. Everybody drive themselves over the nose of that 44, please. Then you got the 70 on the outside lane. This is where the lap traffic is.
Looks like everybody's going to get around him so far. Brian Terry just trying to let him by. Looks like the front 4 going to get by. That's going to check up, though, the 77 to Gabriel Ellison, so that's going to give the 5th place to that 10 of Wyatt Brackett. And Alex Huffman now getting around everybody. He's got that 70 of Jeremy Little on his outside. Now he's clear. So Matt Kilt has got the 44, his teammate behind him, and then behind him is that 25 of Mikey Neal. Oh, David Farmer's wrecking. Maybe a little bit of a bump. We'll see what happened. Going in here in the turn. Oh, everybody getting checked up. The 08, yeah, just gets down into the quarter panel of the 80. Gets him sent around. We'll see if it was just him. You see the 21 of Morgan Bard all over the back bumper. Now you see him getting a little checked up there. 21 going to get around. Is the 80 going to be able to clear him?
I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, but look at pit road, Chris. It's a busy place right now.
Yeah, pit road is definitely busy.
Matt Kemp, Zack Nichols. They're going to deem Nicholas Noggle there.
So Nicholas Noggle going to take the blame for that one here at lap 180. David Farmer also going around off of that one. He is going to be in the lead right now. We'll see if he comes down pit lane. He did scuff those tires up. He might come down and take a new set of tires. See all these drivers in front of him are currently a lap down. 54 of Zack Nichols. Matt Kemp in that first and second position if David Farmer does elect to come down. Doesn't look like David Farmer will. So we're going to lead that lap, get that bonus point. Looks like Justin Winters be in that 12th position, getting around a couple of drivers. Everybody getting settled up, though. We should be going green here in just, I want to say this next time by. Should be going green, but look at the damage on the front end of that 84 machine. Definitely a lot of front end damage on that.
Oh yeah, that thing looks like it was ran into a light pole.
Right now, Matt Kemp going to take either that inside or outside lane, depending on which one David Farmer decides to go with. That'll set up somebody that's not his teammate behind him, depending on which side. Looks like David Farmer going to take that outside, so it will promote his teammate behind him. Oh, no, I take that back. David Farmer elected to take the inside lane. Maybe a precautionary just in case he has to get out of the way real quick.
He's going to check the 44 up big time. Mikey Nils should get by here. Green flag is back out, but good start from the 84.
Whoa, the 88 coming back out on the track.
He re-entered exactly how you got to re-enter, though. You just got to do it.
25 going to be on the outside of the 84. Let's see if he sets it up here. 25 going to get around, like you were saying, Josh, that set it up for that 25 of Mikey Neal. The 8 of Alex Huffman having to get on the brakes there. David Farmer falling off here a lot. Mikey Neal Jr., though, is currently sitting in that second spot. He's got that 54 right in front of him. Look at that. David Farmer checking up the inside lane. Gabriel Ellison not liking what he's seeing in front of him. He is definitely wanting to get around this 84 right now. He's getting freight trained on the outside. You see Matt Grenier running on the outside. Whoa, a little bit of looseness from the 77. That 84 checking up that inside lane.
Man, it's getting all sorts of hairy back there. Fastest lap last time by for Matt Kemp, 18.69. His lap this time was an 18.84, but he did set the fastest lap of the session the previous lap. You're going to see Zack Nichols trying to work his way back up to Mikey Neal Jr. here. He's got Alex Huffman all over the back bumper. Big driving from the 8. Looks like the 44 had to hop out of the gas. He just was not comfortable through his corner exit. And he's going to roll it here in a 1 and 2. It looks like he's back up to pace, but Mikey Neal Jr. now almost a full second out. Matt Kemp, a second and 2/10 from that third place position.
Yeah, Mikey Neal Jr. coming to show that he is really good. So he's really good at these short track races. He is all over the back bumper of the 54. Zack Nichols, though, starting to fall off just a little bit, but it could have just been from that lap traffic hiccups. Maybe he'll have something to play in here. Could have burnt those tires up. I do see Scott Tony talking about that in the Facebook chat right now. Could be coming into play, though, have those tires messed up here early on. But we still, you know, there's still about 60 laps to go. So we will come down pit lane at least, you know, 1 or 2 more times. This could be a very interesting race. Still, 25, good driving, riding Campbell around.
Yeah, we see the 80 of Ryan Campbell spinning it back around out of turn 2. We'll see what happened to this Toyota Camry driver. I think that's what's kind of happened all night.
Yeah, it looks like the 31
the driver in the inside lane getting a little bit tight coming up and making contact.
As you see it right there, just a little bit of tightness and then a little bit of a boop. So everybody gonna get racked and stacked back up. You know, this could really open the door up for a lot of drivers. You know, 44 is Zack Nichols, who started slowly falling back. You know, he had that 84 who was a little slower than him in front of him, and that really checked him up and messed him up. Now he's gonna have a little bit of clean air in front of him, depending on which lane Matt Kemp decides to start in. If he decides to start on that inside lane, he'll have that third place driver behind him. So his teammate will be behind him, and he should be able to get a little bit of a jump here with his teammate over Mikey Neal. But it just depends on where that 54 decides to restart. If he goes on that inside lane, goes on that outside lane, I would say that he elects to go on the inside lane so he can start with his teammate. That's going to open up the door there for Mikey Neal and Alex Huffman. They're going to be able to restart together.
Yeah, it's always interesting seeing teammates restart together. But it's going to put Zach, behind? Yeah, it's going to put him behind Matt. And little Matt is probably going to take the outside lane. So, we'll see, man. This is going to be a big stack up here. There's going to be a lot of drivers.
Here at lap 193 of 250, we've still got a lot of racing to go. So a lot of these drivers just trying to get settled in, but like I was telling y'all earlier, this is where everything's really going to start coming down to play. Once you start getting into that 50 lap range is where the drivers go, okay, now I have to make this move. Now I have to go. Now I have to do this. Now I have to do that. That's where all the risky business is going to start coming out. All your team strategies are going to start really having to come into fruition. So we're going to see how these boys are going to do it. Like I said, that 54, it looks like he's going to elect to stay on that inside lane so he can have that restart with his teammate. They'll be able to jump the start. The 25 not going to be able to pass that 54. So the 54 does have the restart advantage with his teammate behind him. But if they do get off to a good jump, the 25 and the 8 also going to be able to get off to a good jump. If they do, this could be a battle for the lead going into turn 1.
Oh, yeah, it could indeed, Chris. I mean, these guys are about to put the bumpers to each other. We're about to see some hard racing this last handful of laps. And look at that restart from the 44, man, all up over the 54, and he's going to the inside.
Like I was saying, that little bit of teamwork, that's what it is. But the 25 going to react really good. He's gonna keep that 44 on the inside lane. Let's see what happens. The 25 getting a little checked up. The 44 going to get a really good run out. He's going to still be all over the back bumper there of the 54. Matt Kemp, though, like he's trying to hold everybody off, but he can't hold everybody off at once. Looks like a little bit of separation here between him and his teammate. Looks like David Farmer going off track. Yeah, David Barber going off track. Looks like he's going to get it under control, though. Going to fall all the way back to the back of the pack. 25 of Mikey Neal all over the back bumper of that 44. Maybe a little bit of tire issues for that 44. He has not been able to keep the same pace as that 54, Josh. Whoa, big cut off there from the 44, though. 25 going to say, hey, buddy, I don't like that.
Yeah, this is where we're going to start seeing the bumpers be used, my friend. all that being nice, that hanging out, that racing around each other, giving each other space, that's no more. We're closing in on the last 50 laps of this race.
Looks like Morgan Bard crashed, but he's going to keep it going. Whoa, Mikey Neal, bump to the 44. Whoa, around 77 and Doug Newbigging, or excuse me, Gabriel Allison. Looks like Gabriel Ellison in the 76 of Brad Neer collecting out of turn 4. I saw the 77 going around.
Brad Neer said, race control, that was all me.
See what happened here between that 77 and 76. Yeah, you see Brad Neer, just a really big drive in. Gives a big old bump to the 77. Then you see Doug Newbigging having to get checked up. Was able to get around him though. See everybody able to get around. That might, like we were saying, 77 is not going to be out of this game. He's not going to be out of it. That little bit of damage is not going to really come into fruition, you know, unless you're like, you know, Scott Fritz missing a whole front bumper. Then that's whenever it's going to start, you know, coming into effect. But you know, a little bit of rear end damage. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be able to make it through. I've called a couple of series on Sunday night that man, there's a driver in there that he's came back from last place and finished races with missing front bumper, rear deck lid. You know, no, you can't even see the decals numbers on the side of the car. It's terrible. He's flipped, and you would be like, man, how are you going to finish? And then he comes up and wins the race. So, you know, like I said, damage doesn't matter. If you're a good driver, you can drive anything. It looks like everybody going to go ahead and elect not to come down pit lane. Everybody does have 7 sets of tires here tonight. 6 on the car, or 6 in the pits, 1 on the car. So we have had a couple of pit stops so far. Everybody coming down and getting those fresh tires and fuel. But everybody looks like they're starting to get settled out. Maybe running those tires a little low, trying to save them up. Not wanting to get rid of that track position. Maybe waiting for these leaders to come down pit lane. A lot of the drivers behind them, so like the 8 of Alex Upman, Wyatt Brackett, Matt Grenier, they're not going to come down pit lane unless the boys in front of them come down. For the 54 Matt Kemp, the 44 Zack Nichols, they would have to come down pit lane first to let anybody else come down, and I don't see them coming down anytime soon.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I don't see him coming down, giving up that track position unless everybody else is going to come down and give up that track position. But, man, right now, this is looking like it could be, realistically, any of the top.
I just noticed Mikey Neal came down pit lane. Justin Winters also coming down pit lane that time. Brad Neer, Gabriel Ellison, Scott Fritz also down pit lane that lap. So a lot of drivers coming down pit lane lap 201. So we've got a lot of drivers with a couple of fresher tires. Alex Huffman, though, that Elite Motorsports number 8, decided to stay out, keep that track position. So maybe a little bit of a different strategy play from that 8. Pace car is off. 54 getting off to a good jump. The 44 also getting off to a good jump with him. But look at that, Josh Wyatt Brackett off to a really good jump. He's on the outside of the 8, excuse me, of Alex Huffman. Alex Huffman, that looks like he has got a good run out of turn 2. Diving into turn 3, we'll see what happens. Alex Huffman looks like he's washing up maybe just a little bit, trying to pinch that 10 up into the wall. But the 10 of Wyatt Brackett showing that fortitude, not letting anybody get under his skin or anything. He's gonna stay on that outside. Whoa, Alex Huffman getting loose. Could open up the door for the 10.
He's still got the drive, man. 8's willing that thing right now. Loose or not, he's going to drive it off the corner. He's going to put the 10 almost into the wall with how tight he squeezed him up there. And that 8 ain't trying to give any position. We might see it again. Oh, I thought the 8 was going to tighten up and hit him. It's 10's almost hit the wall the last 2 times, but he's going to pass him on the outside. Going to get a run back here. The Matt Kemp and Zack Nichols in front of him, though, starting to battle as well a little bit. It looks like Alex Huffman's still doing a good job, man. The 10 looks like he's going to get by him. And the 8 comes back with a last-second blow to put himself back in the competition here. Oh, he's going to turn him almost. Oh, my goodness. Had to sit back in my chair for a second after that one, man. That one caught me off. Whew. They're racing, man. Alex is racing him right now. This is the Alex Huffman we know, right? He is, man. Mikey's looking good right now. Pitted on lap 201. He's the freshest out of our, or the highest out of our fresh tire runners. Brad Neer, the second highest at 9th, but he's doing an excellent job, man, in that 5th position. He's rolling. He needs to, nope, now 4th position. He did just get past Wyatt, so Mikey Nil could possibly pass Alex and Matt and Zach here.
Whoa, 3 wide back there. Oh, big check up there coming out of turn 2. Looks like the 77, though, Gabriel Ellison, that Lucky Duck Motorsports machine. It looks like he's starting to run again. He's pulling up next to that 76, who did send him around off of that last caution. So we'll see how this plays out. Doesn't look like there's any animosity.
Mikey just
going
got
on.
by Alex.
It looks like, yeah, it looks like Mikey
Teammate let him by.
Yeah, those fresher tires just coming to show you. That's what, whoa. They gonna go ahead and get around Mikey Neal. Mikey Neal gonna go ahead and get around the 8 with those fresher tires. But how long will those fresher tires work? You know, we'll have to have another caution. You know, if we're gonna, equal them out, because the 25, he will have the run up here to these boys. But if they come down pit lane and get fresher tires, the 25 is gonna be in trouble. So it looks
Mikey
like
Neal's in a good position right now to take the lead in this race, man.
Yeah, Mikey Neal on a really spirited run, but, like we were saying,
30 to go.
30 here, yeah.
32 to go.
32 here to go. Right now, it looks like Alex Huffman with that little bit of tire issue, having to fight the 10 so long. Looks like he's starting to fall off just a little bit to that Mikey Neal Jr. machine, who is all over the back bumper there of the 44 now. So wondering how long it's going to take for that 44 to give up that 2nd position. Or, how long it's going to take for that 25 to get that 2nd position. How long, he'll be able to hang on to it.
As here he comes pulling up now with 30 to go. Mikey Neal, man. Good for him. That's all I can really say. It's just looking good for him. He's played his cards right. He might be on the right strategy here, Chris, to win this race.
Yeah, if he did come down pit lane, he will have enough fuel. It's just gonna have to come down to, how much he can manage his tires. That's gonna be the play. You have to manage your tires. If you can't manage your tires, then this is gonna, you're really gonna shoot yourself in the foot. If we do have a caution, whoa, the 44 getting loose, really having to work those tires, trying to keep up in front of that 25. Wonder how hard the 25 is actually driving to get up here and catch that, or he's just cruising.
Not at all. He's cruising. Yeah, you see with the 44 getting loose and him taking advantage of it. Mikey Nill is on a Sunday drive right now, man. Whoa. He almost just hit Zach.
Yep, they're going to go side by side down the backstretch. Maybe the 25.
Brian Terry's going to be
whoa, 24 bumping. Yeah, we're going to get it settled back down. Maybe Mikey Nill saw that happen in front of him. Yeah, lap traffic really came into fruition there. That was the reason that happened. Alex Huffman going to be able to pull back up to the back bumper of his teammate. 25 going to go ahead and let everybody get around. So now Mikey Nill going to have to get settled down. I know that, you know, that's the part of the race where you start, you know, going, whoo, that could have been really risky. But you know what? You know, you got it under control. You're able to keep going, so let's just keep it under control. Calm down. Mikey Nill still got it. You see Brian Terry, Alex Huffman getting around them. Gabriel Ellison now back up into the picture, up into the 5th spot. He's gotten around the 10 of Wyatt Brackett. So we'll see if those newer tires are going to really help the 77 out. Looks like they are. He is starting to really get on a good run back up to the back bumper of that 8 of Alex Huffman. We'll go back up here with these boys. See, right now, Zack Nichols under attack still from the 25.
Yeah, Zach is just going to have to keep driving, man, and just hope that 25 is going to use his stuff up trying to get around him. But, oh, man, made a little bit of contact right there. We know it didn't seem too you know, what's the word I'm looking at? I just brain farted. Either way, it didn't look malicious. It's, you know, one of those things that Brian Terry was in the lane. He was down there on the bottom lane. The 25 went to check up. He hit the curb. He got loose up into the 44. And now he's trying to make his move again here, yeah.
See it now. If this does stay green flag, which, you know, I'm not going to try to commentate or curse it, but if it does stay green flag, the 25 will have it. The 25 should have enough fuel to get to the end of the race. So it's going to come down to if we have a caution, if this 44 and this 44 and this 54 will be able to hang on to the lead, or if Mikey Nill will be able to make a move.
Dude, freaking Zach's doing a great job right now, man. Holding with those tires and everything, he's doing a really good job.
The 77 going to take the inside of the 8 of Alex Huffman. Going to go ahead and get that pass for that 5th position. Looks like the 76 of Brad Neer down pit lane. So you might start seeing these drivers start coming down. Wondering how long it's going to be before everybody starts pulling that trigger to come down pit lane. The 25, though, like we were saying, he's got himself set up into a good position to win this race. He's just going to have to kind of settle out and just drive his race. Right now, Zack Nichols is kind of slowing up Mikey Nill Jr. Matt Kemp's getting a little bit of a distance between him. You see the 76 now. He's got a little bit of damage on that rear end. He's getting it slowed up. 44 getting a little loose coming out of corner. Now the separation between that 25 and 44 starting to come into play. So wondering if those tires on the 25 are starting to get worn down.
They've got to be, man. They've got to start evening out here. As hard as he's been driving, you know, he locked up coming out of the corner earlier. I mean, that 25 of Mikey Nill Jr. might be evening out here. This battle that 76 and the 54 are having, 54 with this lap car, it's allowing Zach and Mikey to pull back up to him.
Yeah, that should open up the door for Gabriel, who got around the 8 of Alex Huffman. So now he's on those same set of tires as Mikey Nill Jr. So if he can just get a little bit, whoa, it's like the 76 now going on the outside. That's going to slow up the 54. So we're going to have to see how this is going to play out. Like we said, these drivers might have to come back down pit lane. 15 laps to go. This is going to be the make or break.
Oh, man, these laps are ticking down way too fast for some of these drivers, man. Mikey Nill Jr. is going to have to get it done now.
Yeah, if Mikey Nill has anything left in the tank, it's going to be now. But like I said, Josh, don't know if these boys are going to be able to make it to the end. It's all going to come down to how much fuel is left in these two cars in front of you. You see Brian Terry now going another lap down. Brian Terry trying to stay out of the way. You see everybody looks like they're going to get around him. The 76 is going to let everybody around him as well. So now Matt Kemp, Zack Nichols, Mikey Nill Jr., this is going to be your battle for the win. It's going to all come down to who has the fuel in the car, who has the tires left on it at the end. Because right now, Gabriel Ellison still has a little bit of a gap to make up between him and Mikey Neal Jr., about 2.5 seconds. The 25, though, Mikey Neal Jr. starting to pull back up to the back bumper of that 44.
Ooh, Mikey loose. Yeah, I think those tires are evening out, Chris. You just got your answer. He's willing that puppy too hard. I think this could be a Matt Kemp race if he's able to hold off from Zack Nichols here.
It's all going to come down to, like I said, Josh, the strategy. These short track strategies, you know, we saw
David Sheets.
We saw CJ Mason, you know, win a race here last season in the Truck Series at Richmond, you know, so off of just a pure pit strategy play. So it's just all going to come down to how these boys decide to handle, you know, the pit strategies. Can't stress that enough. Lap traffic starting to come into play, though. It's going to be the 06 of David Sheets. He should go a lap down. He does. Everybody going to get around him. Everybody going to take that middle to high lane.
Whoa, goodness.
David Sheets blinked out there, but it looks like, whoa, caution's out.
Who?
7 of Doug Newbigin.
Man, come on. Unfortunate for Doug. He's just had a rough night, man. That stinks. Started off so promising, man.
Yeah, he got loose.
Yeah.
Got loose coming out of the corner.
Yeah, in defense of Nicholas, man, that's hard to judge that right there.
You see him just get loose there. There's nothing you can really do.
I mean, you heard him lift. You think the guy in front of or below you is gonna get it? Oh, Chris, look at the track. Look at the track. Look at the track. Mikey Neal Jr. out. Nicholas Noggles still out. He should pit, but everybody has came down pit road. Mikey just might have shot himself in the foot.
Yeah, everybody.
Alex Humphrey just got out first.
Alex Humphrey going to come out first. Wyatt Brackett going to come out in the 4th position. Matt Kemp going to pull out behind him. So Humphrey getting out in front of everybody.
This ending just got cranked up intensity-wise by about 30.
It looks like Nicholas Noggle going to elect to not come down pit lane either. Might not be able to come down pit lane until next time around. See if Mikey Neal Jr., though, has the tires to hold him off. Don't know if he will. Alex Huffman can get a good restart. We could see Huffy pull out here. This is going to be interesting. Now we only have 5 laps to go. Pace lights should be going off next time by. So we'll be pretty much 3 to green. Again, we do want to thank everybody out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube platform for being here with us tonight through this awesome, awesome race. This has been a lot of fun. Just want to give a big shout out to everybody out there on the platform. Also want to give a big shout out to the McDuffie family. I want to say that Jaden McDuffie's daughter actually said that she was going to share the stream out tonight. So I'm going to post a link into the Facebook and YouTube page. It is a GoFundMe. They're trying to get a statue built for him at Watkins Glen. So that's going to be awesome. You know, that was where JD tragically lost his life at Watkins Glen. And you know,
it won't be in Watkins Glen. It'll be in Sanford, North Carolina.
Excuse me, Sanford, North. I read it wrong. Then my bad. That is Josh corrected me on it. But that's what they're going to do. But I will put that link into the chat here in not too long if you want to make a donation to that. But the green flag's about to come out. Mikey Neal Jr. going to get off to a good start.
3 laps to go, Mikey. Yeah, here comes Alex Huffman, Chris, to the lead.
44 into the wall. Nicholas Noggle get up into the wall. No, this is going to be a wreck. 44 still keeping it going, though.
How?
Caution's out.
How did Zack Nichols just save that freaking race car?
Looks like Scott Fritz, maybe Justin Winters around. We'll have to see what happened. See Justin Winters, big drive in, getting up almost into the wall. Yeah, right there, boom, just 9 and 1 going around, almost in unison. Looks like the 9 of Justin Winters was, yep, he was able to keep it off of the wall. So he's just going to go for a 360 spin, keep it going. But it looks like Scott
Fritz.
Fritz.
And watch. Who was it? Zack Nichols, excuse me. Watch Zack Nichols. Watch him getting pushed up the track because Nicholas is getting pushed by Wyatt. But watch the 44, man. Hits the wall right here. Watch how he saves it. I mean, he's going head on almost at the straightaway wall. Cuts that thing left and keeps digging down the dang straightaway. Zack Nichols is a...
He is a will man indeed, Josh. And you are welcome, John Bradley Pilser. Links are going into the chat at the moment, so we do appreciate anybody who does any kind of donations to that. I know that is going to a good cause. It's awesome. You know, JD McDuffie's been one of those drivers that Josh, you know, he's always loved him. So whenever we were told about it, we were like, oh yeah, we'll mention it.
Man, oh man, this is about to get pretty weird. Pretty weird.
Yeah, so Alex Huffman. Hey, if you're an Alex Huffman fan, this is definitely where you're going to be on the edge of your seat. I see Sarah Mays over in the YouTube chat saying, way to go, Huffy. Yeah, he is sitting pretty right now. We're going to have to see if he can hang on to it. He's got 3 cars behind him that are on a tear. Mikey Neal Jr., who's on those older tires, we'll have to see if he can better himself, but that's really going to, he's really going to hurt himself, you know, on 40 different laps tires than everybody else. Gabriel Ellison, who's had a lot of spins and everything as well. He is currently sitting in that 4th spot, so he's going to have a good jump. But Zack Nichols, the driver you saw get around, almost get around a little earlier, looks like he is going to start off in that 5th spot. So we're going to have to see how this restart's going to play out. I see Linda Huffman over in the Facebook chat saying, "Come on." I'm assuming you're going for Huffy, so yes, Linda Huffman saying, "Come on, Huffy."
Yeah, this is about to be crazy, man. This is about to be crazy. Pace lights off. Alex Huffman, Matt Kemp, Mikey Neal Jr., 77 of Gabriel Ellison. We're not going to count Zack Nichols out, but I mean, he's got a lot he's got to you know, overcome here. But pace car is off. Will it be the 8 or the 54? Green flag. And will we make it back with this overtime, man? This is weird, Chris. I got butterflies.
54 got a good drive in. 44 taking it on the inside of the 25 of Mikey Neal Jr.
Look at Gabriel Ellison. Excellent drive out of the corner. White flag this time. Oh my goodness.
Whoa, 77 having to get checked up. 25 getting up into the wall.
White flag, official.
He still got the 54 on that outside lane. Will he be able to hold on to it for one more lap?
54 loose out of corner exit. That's going to kill his drive. 8 to the inside here. 2 wide. Matt Kemp got him. Are you kidding me? Oh no, man. What a drive out, Matt Kemp. Are you kidding me? Whoa, man, Matt Kemp, dude. Somebody needs to tell this guy that he doesn't have to win every race with a photo finish. Like, come on, Matt. With your first win at Daytona, you did this. With your second win, wherever the heck you did it at, I can't remember. I'm excited right now you did it. And here tonight, man, you've done it again. Photo finish, Matt Kemp, by the skin of his teeth, picking up the win here tonight. What a freaking drive right there at the end, man. I was out of my seat. I couldn't even talk, man. I was so focused on that. That was awesome. Oh, man, Matt Kemp, I cannot believe you. I know Alex Huffman is not going to be happy with himself, Chris.
go back on board here with that photo finish. Looks like Alex Huffman might have got a little loose coming out of corner exit. You see him getting a little loose right there. That opened up the door for the 54.
Mm.
And there you have it.
Beautiful finish, man. What a camera view right there, too, as well. Look how unpleased the fans look out there. I'm just kidding. I cannot believe Matt Kemp just pulled that off. Zack Nichols back in the third place, man. Where does this guy get off? This guy just, I swear. As we are going to go through your post-race results after, man, I don't even know. Is Matt Kemp going to win from the pole here tonight? Pick up the win at North Wilkesboro in a clean finish between him and the 8. I hear Huffy right now, who finished second, talking about his right side still looks pretty clean right now. He was tempted. But he's going to race him clean, man. He's going to pick up second. Zack Nichols going to pick up third after just a crazy little last 20 laps, 30, 40 laps for him. Gabriel Ellison, after a difficult night, still going to finish in fourth. Wyatt Brackett fifth, with Mo Abbott in sixth. Brandon Holder seventh. Matt Grenier eighth. David Farmer going to finish ninth, with Mikey Newell Jr. in 10th. Ryan Campbell 11th. Brad Neer 12th. 13th going to go to Justin Winters. 14th, Nicholas Noggle. David Sheets 15th. Doug Newbigging 16th. Scott Britt 17th. Brian Terry 18th. Adam Lancaster 19th. Morgan Bard 20th. Jeremy Little 21st. Well, that's going to round out your field. Let's see. Do we have our drivers ready? Looks like they are still waiting to get in the staging area, but in just a moment, we will have an interview from top 3. I just cannot believe it. These boys give me stress, man. These Bluegrass guys stress me out. Great driving, man. You come to like all these drivers so much when you see them racing week in and week out. And, you hate to see any of them falter, any of them fail. I mean, it stinks when you're watching them so hard and you're thinking, man, I want to see, so-and-so get a great run this week. I mean, they deserve it. And then they go out there and they do it. And then it gets to the last 30. And the next thing you know, bam, wrecked. I mean, it just stinks, man. But, all right. Well, it looks like, hold on 1 second. I'm listening to Matt Kemp and Alex Huffman talking driver chat right. Sorry, just letting Kemp and Huffy. They're talking in driver chat. Just 1 moment. I didn't want to get that over before we pulled them up here in the middle of their conversation. But all right, looks like we're going to go ahead and bring up that 54 of Matt Kemp and have a word with your winner tonight. Matt Kemp, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. Do you got a copy, sir?
I got you guys.
Man, I said it on stream, and I'm going to say it to you. You don't got to win all these races in a photo finish. I know it's exciting, and it gets the blood flowing, man, but goodness gracious, every single race, I feel like we call you, I got to say, Kemp got him. Kemp got him. Kemp got him. I mean, every time, man, you're coming past that out of turn 4, and you're passing the car by inches, man. Great finish tonight with you and Alex Huffman. We saw the stage 2, like you said, the craziness of stage 2, the absolute recklessness of driving through it. You picked up the stage 2 win, man. We asked you what you could do to replicate your success. And, man, if you didn't go out there and put on one hell of a final stage, I mean, you led pretty much the full final stage. I mean, you had a couple of cautions that, changed hands with some leaders. But there towards the end, Matt, you seemed like you had the car to beat, even with, your teammate behind you and guys coming at you. That 54 machine looked strong. And once you got past Alex Huffman there on that last little lap and we crowned you the victor, we got to say, man, we didn't think it was going to be you coming to victory lane. We thought it was going to be Alex Suppin with the way that last little bit was setting up, but you kept in it. You stayed on that outside lane, and Matt, congratulations on the win, man. Got to hear your take of those final moments of the race.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Yep, I am just I don't know how to word it, but I am in disbelief yet again. I'm literally speechless. Yeah, no, I couldn't believe I even got back to the front, much less was able to hang on there through that last stage. And to comment on the close finishes things, I'm glad it's exciting, but damn, I'd love to win it by more, and make it less exciting, trust me. But yeah, fortunately, I was saying the same thing about not knowing if I was going to be able to beat Alex there on coming to that last green white checkered. I'm like, man, I don't know. I think he took 2 tires there, and I'm like, I got 4. I don't think I can do it. I don't think tires will be in quick enough. But luckily, we both drove in so deep into 3, neither of us were going to make the exit, and I was able to carry a little more momentum around the outside and just barely get him. So, and I told him 3 times already, thanks for racing me clean, because anybody else I think would have stuffed me right in the fence off of 4. So he raced me great all race. I've been racing with him all season. He's run me pretty clean, and I think he's due too. So I appreciate him racing me clean. But yeah, I can't believe we got back to the front.
And I can't believe you guys got back to the front either. I mean, we saw so much adversity for so many drivers tonight. I mean, you yourself included. I mean, we saw, drivers getting ran up, like you said, through the corner. And there for a moment, I thought we were going to see, the door panel bang, the quarter panel bang, whatever it may be. It was looking like it was coming into fruition, but he raced you clean. You boys drag raced, and you put on just a good old-fashioned show. And I got to say, man, it was awesome race here tonight at North Wilkesboro. I mean, you guys seem to always put on a great show, and tonight at North Wilkesboro, kind of no difference. Just 250 laps of pretty much mayhem.
No doubt, yeah, and that's exactly what it was too, just mayhem. I thought the race was 150 before we started. I looked up and I saw 250. I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be a long one.
Oh,
it was, but it was fun.
Yeah. Oh man, fun indeed. You guys, like I said, put on one heck of a show, man. The No Chance Motorsports guys are always out there looking great. I mean, you got the teammate on the podium with you with Zach. You've got the win here tonight. And I got to say, man, the multiple wins here are starting to look good on you. I mean, you're starting to pick up a lot more momentum. I think we were correct in saying that you did jump your teammate in the points lead. So, I mean, Matt, you're looking really good here coming into North Wilkesboro, or after this North Wilkesboro win tonight. And, man, I got to say, we might be looking for you as one of the championship favorites going on into the oh, sorry, I do apologize about that. Wrong Matthew. But either way, you're still doing good, man. You're picking up a lot of momentum, and hey, we could literally see this Matt Kemp machine be one of the championship favorites as we go forward here into the playoffs.
Well, shoot, I appreciate even beating in the conversation. I would not have guessed that coming into the season. So, I appreciate it. We'll see what we can do. I don't know. It's we still got a long way to go, and there's a lot of tracks I'm not very good at coming up. So we'll find out if I can at least hang in there. But yeah, I just want to say too before we're done here, thank you guys very much for everything you do, and thanks to everybody at the league, and for everybody who raced me pretty clean tonight. It was pretty fun.
Heck yeah. Well, Matt, I know you just threw out a couple of shout outs. If you've got any more final words, shout outs, thoughts, anything before we let you go, man, you're more than welcome to throw them out there. We'll let you get on your way, buddy.
For sure. Yeah, no, just and I guess I got to thank Zach too for being a good teammate. He cut me. I think he cut me a break on the restart. I don't know. I got a pretty good run off of 2, and now he's telling me to hurry up so he can get his interview. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah. So never mind. No thanks to him. But thank you guys. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate you.
Yes, thank you, Matt. Well, hey.
Sorry to ramble on so much.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Well, hey, Matt, we'll let you get on your way here. Again, congratulations on the win at North Wilkesboro tonight. No one to get, but one in the bag now. So, hey, we'll let you get on your way, and hopefully we'll be seeing more of that 54 machine up here in the booth here later on in the season.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, man. You as well. All right, and we'll go ahead and bring up Alex Upman. Have a word with your second place finisher. Alex Upman, Chris, and Josh here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Man, Huffy, I knew you were going to come in here and probably want to say you just shot yourself in the foot right there because, man, I thought you had him. We were all saying this is Huffy's race. This is it. The way it was looking, you set it up perfect. The 2 tires at the end to get out in the lead. right there on that freaking overtime or the overtime finish coming out of 4. You both get in there so hot, and he just drives it just a little bit on the outside. Man, it was by inches you missed the win, but Alex, I gotta say, excellent drive from you tonight, coming from 20th to finish second, and you looked very strong. One of the best Huffy performances we've gotten to see in the recent weeks.
Yeah, I guess so. I feel like every time I take 2 tires, I always end up second, and that was just another one tonight. And yeah, we both went into turn 3 hot. I kind of wish I doored him. Then again, I don't race that way. And as soon as I got on the brakes getting into turn 3, that left rear just started chattering, and I could feel it. And as soon as I tried to pick up the throttle, as soon as I put my foot down, I immediately felt it start hopping again because it still wasn't settled. So it was just like, well, I hope he didn't get a good runoff, and he had a great runoff there. But I mean, .075, I think. I mean, you don't expect that from a short track, especially North Wilkesboro. But I guess I'll take it. I felt happy somewhat that I was keeping up with him and Zach and Mikey all night, and I don't know. I threw it away.
We know the feelings, man. So close yet so far, but I mean, it was a great run, man. You showed a lot of poise tonight, like you said, showing the speed that that hasn't really been shown from a lot of our drivers that had so much success last season. You've been one of those drivers that's been able to keep up the pace, keep it going, and with all the different names coming in, we've had so many different drivers just get up there and run the show that it's good to see one of the OGs get up there and still mix things up. Granted, it was just that much away from being a victory for you tonight, and I hate that more than anything. I got to say, it was fun watching you wheel that puppy off into 4 of that last time, and man, wish it could have changed a little bit for you tonight, but hey, I guess that's racing Huffy, and man, sucks for you, but again, congratulations on the second place here tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Oh well, I guess.
Well, Huffy, before we let you go here, man, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything before we let you go, you're more than welcome to get them out there, and we'll let you get on your way.
I gotta thank you guys, of course. Chris and Josh for broadcasting this. Jason for putting on the league. LNS Customs. Rims 1. I'm missing John out here. That's who needs to keep me sane on these restarts. He needs to get his old self back out here. Justin and Adam, of course, being awesome teammates. Mikey as well there. I told him, I was like, I hope you get a good restart, because if so, I'm going to try to help you get the win. But then he blew turn 1. I got past him. So Deb at Old School Diecast, of course. She's always a big supporter of me and Justin. Friends and family that support me for all this mess and put up with me raging last week, get my wheel disconnected and crashing my sim when I was having a good run. And, I guess this is a good rebound.
Heck yeah, man. Well, Alex, we're looking forward to seeing what you got for us for the rest of the season, man. And again, congratulations on the rebound after the wheel disconnect and rage quit last week. But hey, hopefully we'll see some more of that pace come out, and we'll be talking to you here in the future.
I hope so too.
I appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
Love you too.
All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and bring up Zack Nichols.
Oh,
That
man,
we
I was
heard with our
muted.
third place. Oh, you were muted, so they didn't even hear that.
They didn't hear it. I told Huffy I
Alright.
loved him.
Oh, I just moved the staging area. I'm dumb. All right, bringing up Zack Nichols. Zack Nichols, Chris and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yep.
Hey, man, sorry about that wait right there, but hey, that 44 machine was looking pretty good all the way up into that last restart, man. We saw a lot of guys get mixed up there coming down pit road. We saw some positions change hand, and we got to say that really, I think it all came into fruition when you, the 10, and I can't remember who else exactly went off into turn 3, and y'all got all sorts of out of shape, and we saw the freaking 44 just come flying out of the top lane. I don't know how you saved it, but after that, it seemed like it was a little bit of uphill battle right there, that final part of the stage. And Zach, you looked excellent all night, man. And then coming into this last part, I mean, you were able to recover after a little bit of a hiccup there towards the end and still pick up a podium, which I got to say is very, very, very solid from you. And just got to say good job on that. And man, take us through that final stage. That was a crazy, crazy hectic little last 30 laps.
Well, I'm glad I looked at least solid, because I didn't think I knew what I was doing. I was struggling there to figure out how to go through 3 and 4 for most of the race, but I feel like at the end, I kind of got it down, but not as good as Matt, and I think Mikey was really fast through that corner. But yeah, with that second to last restart, I threw around the top in 1 and 2, and we were I think 3 wide going into into 3. 08, just I felt like he didn't turn. He just walled us, and then I somehow bounced off the wall and got a big old shot down the straightaway. And caution came out perfectly. So yeah, I mean, I think we restarted like 5th or there at the end, and somehow drove to 3rd.
Yeah, y'all did, man. Y'all drove past some really good cars tonight, man. I mean, like you said, you didn't even get turn 3 down until the end, but you had a good grip on it. Granted, you're saying you weren't that great. I'd probably go out there and still get outran by all you boys, but Zach, I mean, you still looked good. Granted, not knowing how comfortable you were on this track tonight. We know North Wilkesboro is one of those tracks, man, that just goodness gracious, you just want to wring its neck sometimes, but it was a fun race from our perspective. We saw a lot of good action between you and all the boys. And I got to say, the 44 machine, granted, you're saying that, you might not be the best here, was looking pretty solid. And hopefully we'll see that short track race and continue on to the season. Y'all put on some good shows for us tonight out there.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully next week, still in the works, but we might make a truck and a Xfinity debut at Michigan, our home track. So it might be in the works. Don't know yet.
Oh heck yeah, that's gonna be awesome to see, man. You racing the truck and the Xfinity and then the Cup. That's gonna be a little 3-way show for the Zack Nichols fans. But man, Zach, I gotta say it was the stage 1 victory and then the bouncing back. All the mayhem of the night. Still coming away with a P3, very solid from you. And hey, if you've got any final words, man, thoughts, shout outs, anything before we let you get on your way here, you're more than welcome to throw them out, Zach, and we'll get you out of the booth, buddy.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for broadcasting. The league admins for putting this deal on every week. It's a ton of fun. My dad, he's watching, I'm pretty sure, and I guess my teammates. I think there was only Matt and Morgan in this race, but hopefully we can have another teammate join us here in the following weeks.
Heck yeah, man! It seems like we're getting some good talent out here in the field week in and week out. It's fun to watch you boys go out, put some good racing together. And Zach, again, congratulations on the 2 teammates being on the podium tonight. And hey, we'll let you get on your way, buddy. And hopefully next week at Michigan, if we do see you in the truck or Xfinity, we'll see you run well in the Cup as well. So good night, man. And hey, we'll be seeing you at Michigan, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, man. All right, and that was Zack Nichols. Well, Chris, final words before we let the fans get out of here at North Wilkesboro tonight.
Yeah, just a big shout out to everybody out there on the Facebook, on the YouTube page. Like I always say, it's always a lot of fun to sit and call these races. We couldn't do it without you guys. Guys, girls, moms, parents, doesn't matter who you are. We're just glad that y'all are out there, spending the time with us, because we love to bring this Bluegrass awesomeness to all you guys. But just a big shout out to the Bluegrass family. Jason, like everybody said, all the league admins, everybody that puts all this on for us to be able to, to do this. Big shout out to LNS Customs for giving us the opportunity to do this. ButtKicker as well. Kinder Performance Group and Barber Ford Racing. Just a big shout out to them. They give us the opportunity to do this, and just couldn't be more blessed with the opportunity that they give us. So big shout out to them, and cannot wait for next week at Michigan.
Indeed, man. Michigan's going to be a fun, fast, dangerous track for these Bluegrass boys. They're going to be putting it on the line. We're going to see some good racing. And, man, I got to say, North Wilkesboro, another one of those weeks here in Bluegrass that kind of hate to see go. I love North Wilkesboro as a track. Loved the racing we saw from the truck Xfinity, and especially the night in the Cup race. That was just next level awesome. It was fun to see, fun to watch all of our drivers get out there, mix it up, trade some paint, and all in all, have some good, hard fun. And at the end of the day, we crown a good victor. And great congratulations to all of our winners this week. Michael Robinson in the trucks, Jason Collins last night in the Xfinity, and tonight, Matt Kemp. Congratulations to all 3 of our drivers. Hopefully, the fans over on YouTube and Facebook enjoyed that. Big old shout out to you guys. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Turn on the notification bell so you know when we go live next Monday at Michigan. Same with Facebook. Hit that like button. Share us out to your feed. Let your fans or friends know about the awesome racing we got going on over here at Bluegrass. Big shout out to LNS Customs, Rims 1, Kinder Performance Group. I'm missing somebody. ButtKicker. And Barber Ford Motorsports. Thank you, Chris. Goodness gracious. Long night here at Wilkesboro, man. But hey, just want to say once again, thank you, like Chris says, to all the fans, friends, family members, anything you are out there, just supporting two idiots calling a bunch of race cars around a track. Either way, we just appreciate the kind words, the support, and everything towards Bluegrass. And got to say, you're not going to want to miss Michigan next Monday at 9 p.m. for the trucks. If you ain't seen Trucks on Michigan, you're missing out. So make sure to tune in next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all 9 p.m. for the trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. Could see some Cup drivers, out there. Wink, wink, Zack Nichols. So just got to say this is going to be a big thank you from Chris and I up here in the booth, signing off for Bluegrass. Once again, saying good night, enjoy your week, and we will see you fans next week again at Michigan.